Hello and welcome, one and all, to Trails from Zero. We're about at the end of the game. It's a good day for everybody. How is everybody today? Today, we're gonna do some easy stuff. First thing we're gonna do the few remaining side quests that are left.
ウルスラ病院か。その先生ってのは前にキーアの記憶喪失の相談に乗ってもらった人物か。
ええ、ヨアキム先生という。
Yeah, we're gonna go look for Joachim Guenther.
以前話した時、薬物に関しては相当詳しそうな印象でしたが。
なんとかその先生が頼りになるといいんだが。
課長？
その何か気がかりでも？
まあな。筋力、スピード、集中力、勘。そういうものは薬物で生理的に高めることはできるのかもしれない。
Yep.
だが、好きってのはあげられるのか？
それは
普通に考えたら無理だと思いますけど、でもあのガンツさんは月もすごかったという話よね。
ああ、どんなギャンブルも勘と駆け引きだけで勝ち続けられるもんじゃねえ。
Absolutely.
女神を味方に引き入れたか、それともあくまでも頼った。
いろいろと謎は多そう。
All the mysteries.
ティオ、できればそのあたりのことはきちんと確かめてくるといい。
はい、そのつもりです。
どうしてティオに？
何かあるのかしら。
Yes, he does. And we got 2 new quests. Flowers for fallen friends. Search for an important person. Alright, let's do the search for an important person. Quest first. Wait, before I do that, I'm gonna stop by mains. Go to the general store. Buy the stereo. Head back to the city. This is the house of Representative Campbell who sent the request. We're searching for someone important, right? Sounded like the representative was freaking out. Hey, doesn't Mademoiselle Liz Gramps live around these parts? You happen to know this Campbell guy? Well, about as much as fellow neighbors would know each other. Representative Campbell is an ambitious man. He's so driven by his passion for politics that he often brushes aside everything else. Oh, Meta! What's up, bro? How we doing tonight? How was your stream hours ago? I'm sorry I missed it. I was very tired and then eventually went to sleep real quick. I see, that matches the way I had envisioned him in my head. Nice. I'm good. I made brownies for breakfast. Turned out really good too. I did have to substitute the vanilla because I didn't have any vanilla, but the peppermint made it really nice. Either way, he's requesting your assistance. Let's try asking about it if he's home. Let's just explore his house real quick. Yeah, it's very small. Unbelievable. What a foolish thing to do. I must find a way to retrieve Representative Campbell. Excuse me, gentlemen. We're here regarding the support request? Ah, you're the CPD's something or other section? What a relief. We were becoming so desperate that we'd be willing to scrape the bottom of the barrel for assistance. Just a moment. Are you not Ellie, Mayor McDowell's granddaughter? Why have you come with them? It's been some time, Representative. As it stands, I am currently employed by the CPD. I visit you as a member of the SSS today. Is that the case? So be it. I suppose the mayor is neutral, nothing to be concerned about then. But, Representative, the Imperial faction's cunning members rely on underhanded tactics. What if they catch wind of this incident? Guessing you're in a position that could cause some political strife, Mademoiselle? Speaking with Diet members is always such a pain. We're almost at the end game now, my friend. Almost into Trails to Asia. Excuse me, Representative Campbell. Could you tell us what happened? At least what details you're able to share about the situation? It's just, you look so troubled, sir. You look troubled, sir. I seem to recall the support request seeking assistance in searching for an important person. Yes, that's right. Well, you see, I've run into a bit of a snag. I suppose I have no choice but to explain the situation to you. But let me make one thing clear to you. This is a politically sensitive matter. The Republican faction has been placed into a difficult situation. This must remain strictly confidential. Yeah, politicians. Understood. We'll promise to keep this under wraps. We swear to remain silent about the investigation, Representative. Very well then, listen up. A certain person affiliated with our faction has disappeared. Could you elaborate? It so happens to be my very own daughter. She has run away from home along with our maid. All that fuss just to end up telling us that his daughter ran away. By daughter, are you referring to Carla? We were classmates in Sunday school. Ah, really? Well, the representative and his daughter have never been on particularly good terms. Their relationship seems to be entirely comprised of petty arguments. However, the timing couldn't be worse. Our main supporter, Heiwei, was raided this morning. Dealing with the aftermath has been cumbersome. That utterly foolish daughter of mine. I would normally leave her to her own devices during a hectic period like this. However, the recent reports have shown the Mafia's spats becoming more dangerous. It's far too dangerous to leave two girls wandering around on their own. Yeah, I'd be worried about your daughter's well-being if I were you too. Not only that, if this were to become publicized, the Imperial faction could use it as ammunition against me. So you can't let your guard down during the Diet, so I would prefer to avoid any scandals. And with that, I request you, the SSS, to discreetly apprehend and return my daughter to me. It all comes down to protecting his reputation then. Guess that's just how these bigwigs think. I already assumed as much. Well, it's clear that you're concerned for her. There's a fair chance she might be in harm's way after all. Agreed. We understand the situation, sir. We accept your request to search for your daughter. Oh, thank Adios. Bring her back immediately. Can't promise that we'll be able to do it quickly, but we'll locate your daughter and provide protection until we've safely brought her home. Very well. I suppose I'll rely on you for the time being. Proceed however you like. I believe his daughter left a note in her room. That note might prove useful to your investigation. Thank you for letting us know. We'll take a look at it then. Looks like she left a message in this notebook. Let's see what it says. I've had enough of you and your insistence on only doing as you please. So now I shall do as I please. Goodbye, Carla. P.S. I'm taking the maid with me. Knowing you, you'll surely go hungry, and with no one here to prepare your meals. Where do we even begin? The dad's a real piece of work. But his daughter seems like trouble in her own way. Representative Campbell was the type to put his work ahead of his home life. Now that I think about it, Carla would often complain about her father in Sunday school. I wouldn't be surprised if a sudden falling out caused her to run away from home. However, the note fails to provide a clue about where we should begin the search. The only detail given was that she ran away from home by her own volition. Based on her note, I think it'd be fair for us to assume something. She suddenly ran away from home. She must have run away unexpectedly. As Ellie mentioned, a sudden falling out may have caused her to run away. She was pretty angry too, based on the note. I would consider that a reasonable deduction. I figure if she planned this whole thing out, the note would have been longer and filled with more resentment. How long ago do you think she ran away from home? I hope it hasn't been too long. Our search will be much more difficult if she's gone far. Well, it's impossible for us to tell with the information we have at this time. Let's try to get some more information from the representative before we come to any conclusions. Well, guess it's time to get out the shovels and start digging up some dirt. We should return here and go over the details once we're finished. Between the diet meeting and the hayway incident, this morning was absolutely exhausting. I had even more appointments in the afternoon, so I came to rest at home for a bit. When I did, I couldn't find my daughter or her maid anywhere. Just as I was beginning to think something was amiss, I found her note. It seems like she's the defiant type. I doubt he'd have any idea as to where she would go. I've had enough of you and your insistence on doing only doing as you please. So now I should do as I please. Representative Campbell runs a strict household. For instance, he'll enforce small rules like everybody having to eat breakfast together. It's actually quite obvious that his daughter despises such trivialities. I see. His suffocating nature could very well be the cause of their strained relationship. And despite that, she still adhered to his rule and joined him for breakfast. How am I privy to such knowledge? I ate breakfast with them, of course. Now that we have information, shall we return to Carla's room and continue to analyze for further clues? Yeah, good plan, Tio. How long ago do you think she ran away from home? I hope it hasn't been too long. Our search will be much more difficult if she's gone far. Good question. Going by what the representative told us, they probably left this morning. She was present for breakfast, but she had left by the afternoon. I think it's safe to conclude that she departed sometime in the morning. We should still be able to catch up with her. Don't know where the hell she ran off to, though. Think we should ask her friends? Could be they've got a clue or two for us. No, I don't think we have time for that. If we consider the circumstances, there's definitely a place she would have visited. We know she left this morning without having planned to. Considering that, there's one place in particular she likely had to visit first. The IBC. I think she may have gone to the IBC. Makes sense to me. Our escapee probably needed some dough for her getaway. The IBC would be a pretty typical first stop for running away from home. If she suddenly left, then she wouldn't have had much time to pack. The IBC is certainly a possibility. Shall we depart for the IBC then? She may still be there. Yeah, let's get there ASAP. Come on, stop it. God dang it. To the International Bank of Crossbell. Alright, we made it. Man, all this feels like we're stepping into a whole other, much more impressive world when we come here. I presume the representative's honorary daughter may have stopped here. Shall we inquire with the receptionist? Yes, let's ask Lanfei to see if she knows anything about it. Hello again, Miss McDowell. Do you need help with anything? Hey, Lanfei. I'm just here to ask you a quick question. Did a lady by the name of Carla stop by here today? I think she may have been here with a maid. Oh, you're right. Carla did come in earlier. She told me she had urgent business to discuss with Miss Croix. With Belle? Yes, Miss Croix agreed to a meeting, so I directed Carla up to the top floor. This all happened about an hour ago. Do you mind if we go and ask Maribel for some details? Truth be told, we're conducting an investigation. Oh yes, I think you should be okay to talk with her right now. I believe she's currently in the CEO's office. Thank you very much. Alright, let's get cracking. All the way up. Bing bong! I'm so sick of this. I've been stuck in meetings all day thanks to those Revochet buffoons. Fortunately enough, I don't think their little raid will... I don't even know what that word is. I don't know the words you young folks use. I almost want to kick down their door and demand compensation for all the hassle they've put me through. Your life never seems to get any easier. You could say that again. It doesn't help that Father is who knows how many cells away right now, either. Ah. Like a nervous face. Okay. Oh, but I digress. Did you need something, Kelly? Judging by the crowd you've brought with you, doesn't seem to be a personal issue. Yes, there's something I need to ask you, Belle. A woman named Carla should have stopped by the IBC earlier today. Did you happen to see her? Absolutely. Carla? Oh yes, she definitely came in here not too long ago. I'm acquainted with her, given that we're both in the upper echelons of society. She claimed that she had an emergency and wished to speak with me directly. She proceeded to withdraw every last mirror out of her savings account. Damn, we were right on the money. Why did she have to speak directly to you for that, Maribel? You'd think the receptionist would have been able to handle her request just fine. It has to do with the amount she withdrew. Under normal circumstances, you would need to fill out the appropriate paperwork. Today was an exception. As you might be able to surmise, I am unable to disclose the exact amount she withdrew. That said, it was in the hundreds of thousands of mirror. That is an exorbitant amount of money. Truth is, Carla is attempting to run away from home. We've been tasked with bringing her back safely. Do you know where she might have gone, Belle? Ah, well, that would explain her rash behavior. Randy. Randy is my favorite. Well, judging by the amount she withdrew, I would assume she's planning to relocate to a foreign country. That could be it. Is it possible she had a destination in mind? Well, now that I think about it, I kind of relate to Randy in a lot of ways. I recall a conversation between her and her maid about sightseeing in Gransel. I believe Carla ordered her maid to make the hotel reservations there. Gransel? Isn't that Libel's capital city? So she's ditching this joint for Libel. Oh yeah, Tio is funny as fuck. She must have departed for the airport then. We may be able to arrive in time if we proceed with haste. We must notify the airport's receptionist. Right, we have to hurry. We're sorry to have bothered you. We appreciate your cooperation. See you later, Belle. Sure. They sure know how to keep busy. Absolutely. Oh wait, no, sorry. Favorite member of the SSS? Gotta be Zeit. He's the best boy. Excuse me, do you have a moment? We have a bit of an emergency. Oh dear, what is it? You see, an individual by the name of Carla Campbell should have boarded an outgoing flight to Libel. We were wondering, has that airship finished boarding yet? You said Carla Campbell? If you'll give me a moment, please. I'm terribly sorry. Sorry, but Carla Campbell wasn't listed as a passenger. Are you positive? That's strange. I could have sworn that she should have been on this flight. Me too. Something. Correct, and it seems it has not departed yet. Pardon me. I knew it. You're with the police, aren't you? Wait, aren't you Marsha? One of the raids at Representative Campbell's mansion? Are you the maid that ran away with Carla? Yes, that's right. You see, Lady Carla never intended to go to Libel in the first place. That was merely a rumor she spread to throw her father off her tracks. She actually plans to live in the home of an acquaintance in the Republic. She's going to Calvard? Crap, she must have gone to the station then. If you hurry, you might make it in time. I'm sorry, my lady has caused so much trouble for everyone. But if at all possible, please bring Lady Carla back home. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. So she's got her reasons for all this, huh? Well, time to roll. We'll bring her back for you, don't you worry. She's Republic bound, the train will be departing in a matter of minutes. There's no time to waste then. Thanks, Marsha, you were a big help. Marsha, can you go and inform the representative of what's happened? You can leave bringing Carla back to us. Okay. Please, I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. Excuse me, I understand that you may be in a hurry, but please try to refrain from running on the platforms. Platform 1. The train bound for the Republic is now departing. If you are not boarding the train, please step back to the center of the platform. Wait a sec. Isn't that the train the representative's daughter is supposed to be on? Can still make it. Let's get on. We cut that close. I wonder if we'll get in trouble for not following protocol. Officers should be allowed to board trains during emergencies, so we don't have to worry about that. However, the problem remains. What do we do now? The plan was to convince Carla to return home, correct? Yeah, well, we can't ride on this train forever, you know. And we've still got to drop off those drugs at St. Ursula, ain't that right? That's true. We have not come this far to simply give up. Yeah, no. Next stop is Altair, located at the western edge of Calvard. We should have about 30 minutes. Until then, let's keep trying to persuade her to come home. Roger. I'm no quitter. Alright, I hope our words can get through to her. It's Carla. Hey, I finally found her. Now we just have to persuade her to return home. The odds of her listening to reason still seem slim. Don't tell me Marsha missed the train. I guess I'm all alone now. Can I handle this? Long time no see, Carla. Ellie? What are you... I mean, what a coincidence, running into you here. Are these your friends? Are you planning to spend a day or two in the Republic? Well, Carla, how should I start this? We're on a trip to the Republic. Yes, exactly. I thought it'd be fun to see the Republic's national orchestra with everyone. Really? Then we can accompany each other until we arrive at the Republican capital. I'm so thankful I ran into you, Ellie. Truth be told, I'm feeling a bit down. After all, I'm alone on this giant train and... Alright, looks like we've lowered our guard. Why exactly are you here, Carla? Well, it's a long story. My father is always ordering me around, filling my life with rules and more rules. Once he doesn't even respect himself. And this morning was a perfect example of it. I'll never forgive him for what he did. Which was? Whatever it was, it sounds bad. After breakfast, he walked into my room without knocking. Huh? That's it? Of course it's not just that. What if I was changing? More importantly, Father's always the one lecturing me about how I should always knock, even though he throws a fit when I forget to do so. This morning he calmly strode into my room, commanding me to do this and that, and to attend a dinner party in the evening, and pries into every single small detail of my private life. It's like he can't do anything but that. I can relate with how she feels, but this is nothing more than a misunderstanding between father and daughter. How should we handle this? Your father is to blame. Then your father's in the wrong. I can sympathize with you, Carla. You think so too? I knew leaving home was the right decision. Still, it's the first time I've ever left Crossbell. The only reason I decided to go through with this plan was because Marsha said she'd accompany me. I think I get the gist of this mess, but she still looks hesitant, right? She never had the strongest heart to begin with. Sure, she ran out of the house in a hurry, but I bet with every step she became more and more uneasy. Then she should almost be at a breaking point. Your maid is worried sick. I was wondering why I still hadn't seen Marsha. No, she must have betrayed me, didn't she? Unacceptable. I specifically ordered her not to tell anyone. Please calm down, Carla. It's true that Marsha informed us of the situation, but that's only because she's worried sick about your safety. Despite what she says, she doesn't really want to leave Crossbell. Her words, not mine. Marsha, she really said that? I'm leaving Lady Carla in your hands. That was her farewell before we made our way to the station to find you. Well, I think it'd be best if you had another talk with your pops. Instead of running away, won't it feel better to say what you want to say to his face? You may be right. I had started to think that there was no one at my side. But if Marsha is waiting for me, I don't mind returning home. Everyone, perhaps you could stay with me a bit longer and let me get everything out of my system. Besides, I need to start thinking about what I should say to Father. Sure, we can do that. We should be near Altair, but we still have the ride back. If you want the company, we'd be glad to oblige. Lloyd and the others transferred in Altair for the return trip. Then, 30 minutes later... Yay! I have actually done that using public transportation. I stayed on the wrong bus. Phew, we're finally back. That was a long trip. And more days than one. Sorry for the trouble I've caused. I truly thank you for listening to what I had to say. And please don't worry about it. Who's to say we can't handle consultations? You can count on the SSS to lend you an ear whenever you need it. Thank you. How dare you worry me at a time like this, you daft girl. Speak for yourself, Father. If you had tried to come find me yourself, it would have been one thing. But to think you hired other people to do it for you. One moment. There we go. Just checking. Okay, that's good. Excuse me, Lady Carla. My apologies. I was just so terribly worried. You should be sorry. I'm upset with you too, Marsha. Forgive me. Well, I'm grateful too. Can I count on you to continue to be by my side? Of course, I'd be happy to. Oh, thank heavens. I think I've finally made up my mind. I have some conditions, Father. You must knock every time you wish to enter my room. Every time, okay? In addition, you may no longer intrude upon my private life. And if you refuse, I'll be hopping right back onto that train. And I won't look back. Well, you have to stay at home and behave yourself for a while first. So, are you honoring my request, or are you refusing it? Fine. I don't want to be worried or have another falling out. I'll accept your terms. So this is the power of the something or other section. For the time being, allow me to thank you for safely bringing my daughter home. However, not a word of this incident is to escape your lips to anyone. Am I understood? You got it. Our lips are sealed, so you can rest easy. Good. We're leaving, Carla. Don't you tell me what to do. Ellie, everyone, until we meet again. I can't thank you all enough for the something or other section. I can't thank you enough for all that you've done. Please feel free to drop by our house whenever you'd like. We'll welcome you with open arms. It's great. My favorite thing about what's funny is Speaker Hartman, worst guy in the world. Representative Campbell, just a terrible father. I forgot what missed what Randy said. Judging by their conversation, I think things will work out. I think they will work things out. What a relief. I hope you're right. I pray they'll be able to work out their differences. Anyway, Lloyd, we should get going. Yeah. There's still some requests that we can finish up today. Yeah, good point. Let's get to it then. Now we can grab the book. I remember you guys. Weren't you heading to Calvard? Do you vacation a lot or something? I'm sure once you're used to traveling by train, it can become dull. I recommend you read a book to kill the time. Actually, I finished this novel not too long ago. Here, you can take it. I love how they don't just give you the whole book, they just give you the chapters. Chapter 13. Prayer. What the hell is going on? What about him? And then it's like, and then it goes back to, oh, I love braces. Alright, so nothing. Why is that being so stupid? Technology is being a prick. What's wrong? Rufus asked, noticing Glenn's sudden hesitation. Dr. Glenn? Sherry looked up at him with concern. The other doctors looked on in confusion, not understanding what had happened. The moment Glenn caught sight of Hugo's pulsing heart, marred by that small blackened lump, his mind was pulled back to Katarina's surgery. On that day 10 years ago, everything had progressed smoothly, and by all appearances the operation had been successful. Heart surgery is always a highly dangerous undertaking, but Glenn, gifted with talent as he was, had succeeded in removing the crystallization tumor without incident. Everyone participating in the surgery watched as the colour returned to the heart, believing they had finally triumphed over the disease. They had been too quick to celebrate, however. The tumor had been more closely tied to the surrounding tissue than expected, and removing it weakened the wall of the heart considerably. Just as Glenn was closing up the chest, the part of the heart where the tumor once sat tore open, resulting in a large hemorrhage. Katarina's life flickered out swiftly thereafter. As Glenn stared at the familiar sight of the tumor on Hugo's heart, his own was gripped by fear. The fear that history would repeat itself, that he would be responsible for another death. Glenn's body stiffened, his mind went blank, and his focus shattered as he began drowning in his past regrets once more. Glenn! A powerful yell from his old friend snapped him back to reality. Rufus had seized Glenn's lapels and was shaking him. You should know better than this. Think of absolutely nothing else besides the operation. The only thing that matters right now is saving Hugo's life. This boy, he believes in you. Show him his trust was not misplaced. Glenn was taken aback. He looked at the sleeping boy whose heart lay exposed on the operating table. Thump, thump, thump. The heart pounded as if calling out to Glenn, telling him that the boy still lived and could still be saved. That's right, this isn't the time to be spacing out, Glenn thought. He took a brief moment to compose himself, and once again faced Hugo, his eyes set with resolve once more. Seeing this, Rufus let go of him and signaled to the others to resume the operation. Sherry sighed in relief and readied herself to continue. Where is it? Why does it keep doing that? I haven't got anything downloading in the background or anything. I don't get it. Rufus assumed the position opposite Glenn. It was time to perform the new technique, the segment of the operation that Glenn had refined since their last attempt. The tumor had a secret. With the exception of the central part that secreted the toxin responsible for the crystallizing effect, it was almost completely harmless. Given time, it would be reabsorbed into the rest of the nearby heart tissue with no ill effects. In other words, so long as the toxic segment was excised, there was no need to remove the rest. This small change to the procedure would have made all the difference in Katarina's surgery. Gonna kill Twitch! Made all the difference in Katarina's surgery. When Glenn discovered this during his research, pangs of regret dug deep into his chest. However, Katarina and Sherry's words had turned his regrets into added gratitude. This refined technique existed, and could be used to save so many lives, all thanks to Katarina's sacrifice. A small smile crossed Glenn's lips as he briefly reflected on all this. A heart and lung machine was connected, and drugs were administered to temporarily halt Hugo's heart. Both were cutting-edge medical technology that Rufus had made special orders to obtain for this operation. With the heart lying still, Glenn carefully adjusted it to have a closer look at the tumor. Removing only the central part would require several extremely precise cuts. One wrong move, and the walls of the heart would be injured. But if successful, they could safely extract the toxins while avoiding a repeat of Katarina's complications. Sherry folded her hands. Please lend Glenn your strength, she whispered in prayer. Glenn slowly lowered his scalpel down toward the darkened tumor. Sherry, Rufus, and the other doctors closely watched the sharpened tip, each of them holding their breath. Outside the room, Hugo's parents, fraught with worry, fervently prayed to the goddess for their son's survival. They had dutifully waited since the surgery began for what felt like an agonizingly long amount of time. And they were nearly at their wits' end. Just as they thought they couldn't take any more, the operating light turned off. Their eyes snapped to the door. anxious for answers. Was everything okay? Would their son live? The door opened and Glenn's large silhouette filled its frame. Hugo's parents rushed toward him, their desperate hope plain on their worried faces. Glenn looked at the two of them and slowly removed his surgical mask. Behind it, his face was covered in a wide grin. Yeah, a happy ending. Almost. We've got one more chapter, I believe. Okay, so we've done that book, that quest. Next up, we've got to go to the cathedral. But I believe Imelda has a quest for us. Imelda is using a communication device installed beneath the counter. What? Don't joke with me, you old fool. I've had a buyer lined up for ages. It's ready, isn't it? Send it here immediately. Do I make myself clear? Damn it, that geezer hung up on me. Good morning, ma'am. Did you need us to help you with anything? Ah, it's just you four. Imelda is the biggest question mark in Zemuria. Yes, actually. You see, I think this stubborn old kook I know has finally gone senile. Oh, I understand. Adios must have sent you four to assist me. Yes, oh yes, I think you will work wonderfully. Come again? I've got a bad feeling about this. Feeling? No, it is a certainty. Are you free now by chance? You are? Splendid. No, wait, we actually have somewhere to be. Oh, I'm sure you do. I bet it's not for anything urgent, After all, you had time to stop by here. Okay, you got me. Would I be correct to presume that you have a job for us, Imelda? Sharp girl. Not that I would expect anything less from old McDowell's granddaughter. I do in fact have something for you to do. Needless to say, I would make it worth your while. That's not the part I'm worried about. Well, fine then. We can at least hear what you have in mind for us. Then let's get down to it. All I need you to do is go pick up a doll and deliver it to me. A doll? By that do you mean... I do. One from Rosenberg's studio, which you'll find on the outskirts of the Northern Mountain Path. Naturally, it's no fake like that one at the Schwarz auction. It's a genuine Rosenberg doll, one of his newest ones in fact, and it's in an absolute mint condition. Well, back it up. Don't those things go for tens of thousands of Mira? A single Rosenberg doll is worth the average of Crossbell's entire annual income. Yes, well, I'm contracted as the studio's sales agent. The only problem is that the Meister is an old fool who despises any human interaction. I went to great lengths to find a buyer for his latest doll, and he has the nerve to start complaining now. Well, I'm not sure if we can solve that exact problem. Why does it keep doing that to me? It should be fine. But we should be able to bring back the doll for you. I am curious about one thing though. Why is the Meister suddenly against selling it? Well, the buyer is slightly problematic. Truth be told, he's an infamous broker that always resells rare works of art at exorbitantly high prices. I can only assume that the old coot is put off by that. As the artist, I can hardly blame him. I don't know, guys. This one might be a little out of our league. Excuse me? Goodness, you youngsters these days are so unbelievably lazy. Come now, I'm paying for your help. I've no doubt you can change that man's callous heart and safely retrieve the doll. Well, Rosenberg Studio, huh? Guess I am a bit curious about Ren. There might be some kind of connection there with Kia as well. Well, we can't promise that we'll get the job done, since we have other things to take care of, but if you're okay with that, we accept. Fine, fine. I suppose that will have to do. Well then, I leave this case in your hands, dearies. Try not to disappoint. Okay. And both quests are over in the mountain path for now. Next person we need to talk to is Mr. Quint. Sorry to bother you. The police? That's right, sir. We're from the Special Support section. Come in about your request? Well then, I want you to bring me 3 different kinds of flowers to place on the graves. Would there be any chance you could take this request on for me right now? We can start right away, sir. Glad to hear it. I'll get straight to the point. Got a pen and paper on you? I'll tell you which flowers you need to collect. Ready for the first one? Yes. Tio, mind writing it down? Roger. First, the Levis flower. You'll find them at the Police Academy, West Crossbell Highway. Second, we have the Requiem flower. I believe Tally's General Store on West Street sells them. Then there's the Fainal flower. You know that watchtower near Crossbell's east exit? They're usually at the foot of it. They tend to bloom near similar flowers too, so be careful not to overlook them. Once you're done, I'd like to bring them all to me. Noted. May I ask why you specifically want these 3 flowers? Yellow, blue, and white symbolize the repose of the soul here in Crossbell. Flowers of these colors are arranged into bouquets, which are traditionally offered during funerals. Is this that language of flowers thing? I believe this is slightly different from floriography, Randy. I assume they are meant to reflect Crossbell's state colors. I think a tricolored bouquet was offered at Guy's funeral too. Sir? What's up? You suddenly went quiet. Well, it's just that I'm a bit disappointed that your generation is so unaware of these old traditions. How do you expect to face the future without knowing your roots? So many fucking tech issues right now. Sorry about that. Sorry to disappoint you, but I ain't even from Crossbell to begin with. Fine then. You know what to do. Off you go. Understood. Old people are mean. Alright, we'll go to Tally's, which is over here. Welcome to Tally's General Store. Looking for anything in particular? Yes, actually, we're looking for some Requiem flowers. Ah, I see. Did Mr. Quint send you? That's right. Did he tell you that we'd be coming? No need to. He's one of our only customers who buys those flowers from us. He and the sparse few other devoted individuals. Wait just here a sec, okay? I'm sure we have some behind the counter somewhere. For a second, I thought we were going to have to pay them for a second there. I mean, the old man didn't exactly give us any mirror. I don't know, he didn't strike me as the kind of person to pull something over on us like that. Perhaps. But it still would have been nice to have received a little more information about the request. I suppose that's true. He only told us the locations of the flowers. Nothing more, nothing less. Pardon me. Something wrong? I'm so sorry, but it looks like we're out of stock on those Requiem flowers. You're all out? I suppose that's our luck. Again, I'm terribly sorry. Would you mind waiting for a bit? I'll ask the Bracer Guild if they could pick up some for me. The Bracers? I suppose they would be the ones to ask. Wait, why don't we go and pick the flowers ourselves? Hell yeah! Why let the Bracers suck up all the glory when we can do it no sweat? I second that. Sounds like we're all on the same page. Going ourselves would be much more efficient than waiting on them anyway. Excuse me, do you happen to know where the Requiem flowers grow? Ah, I see. You're planning to get them yourselves. Well, you should find some blooming on the edge of the Means Mountain path. About halfway down the branching road that leads to those old ruins, if I recall. Thanks. We'll go running and try looking for them. Wonderful. And once more, I apologize for the inconvenience. Please make sure to give Mr. Quint my regards. Alright. Let's head to West Crossbell. Police Academy. And down. Got the Levis flower. Oh, aren't these the yellow ones the Levis flowers we've been looking for? Probably real pain for regular folk to pick them because of the location, yeah? It is right in front of the police academy. Considering how far apart these flower beds are scattered throughout Crossbell, it's fairly difficult to gather a 3-colour bouquet. That's why most groves today are decorated with a single type of flower. 3-colour bouquets are usually saved for funeral services. Huh, learn something new every day. Traditions must face reality eventually. Yeah, I guess that's true. God damn it. Alright, let's beat up this thing. And just keep beating it up. Yeah. Bang. No damage. Ah, too good. Yes! Finally! Got the new S-Craft. I just need to check something. And there we go. Now we go pick up the other flowers on the other side. Should these ones, fennel flowers. Oh, these white ones are fennel flowers, aren't they? The location is fairly close to Crossbell City, so I'd imagine people frequently come by here to pick them. Yeah, doubt any strong monsters are chilling at a place like this. Regardless, weaker monsters are still a threat to children and the elderly. True enough. Shall we get going? And now we go. Beat up these things. Yay. Oh, I went the wrong way. Alright, Means Mountain Path. Doll Studio. Cross the bridge. Oops. Very good. And off we go.
負けられない。やばい。
私の番。
任せろ。ま、こんなもんかね。
No leveling up yet. I'm not leveling up, no augments up. No orb augment upgrades. Oops.
俺の番だ。
俺の番だな。
さてと。
Oh, I do have those already.
そこです。行きます。ガンナーモード起動します。
俺の番次だ。任せて。
俺のま、こんなもんかね。
There we go. That's right. Down here.
移動。
These blue ones are requiem flowers, right? That took us ages to find. I know, right? Imagine how hard it would have blown if there weren't any here. Now you two. The flowers were here, so it was worth it, right? Yeah, we got the job done, and that's what counts. Alright, now we'll go grab the doll from the doll studio.
かかってください。
よし。や。
任せて。はい。さあ、先を急ぎましょう。
Avoid the combat. We don't want to get everybody too high level. This place seems as deserted as usual. How odd. It sounds like Imelda was in contact with someone here. Not to mention, wasn't Ren staying here too? Albeit faint, I detect a presence coming from within the building. As to whether it is human or not, I am not sure, but it is definitely there. Huh, so not even you can tell Tio. Hey Lloyd, what if Estelle and Joshua told us about that? If what Estelle and Joshua told us about the society is legit, then... Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. The doll studio must be connected to it in some way or another. Yep. Alright, see you, Meta. You sleep, my friend. Looking like it. Well, I guess it is possible. Honestly, I didn't take them seriously at first, given the absurdity of the story, but considering everything that happened with Ren, it's starting to sound more feasible. Oh, so that's what's going on there, on here. You're that young police squad that Ren was telling me about, hmm? Who's there? Where's that voice coming from? You were sent here by Imelda, I presume. You're out of luck, though. My works aren't mere second-rate antiques to be handled and pawned off by a broker like her. Leave at once. Sir, please. Well, when you put it like that, what's a guy supposed to do? He makes a fair point. Still, I suppose he did make a long trek to get here. Turning you away at the door would no doubt be unsatisfactory. Besides, I owe you a debt for all you did for Ren, so I'll give you one chance. A chance? What do you mean? What I mean is that I'd like to test the extent of your strength. The gate is unlocked. If you so wish, open it and enter. However, are you prepared? Should we go inside? From what he said, something's bound to happen when we open that gate. Don't tell me he went and set a bunch of booby traps for us. Perhaps it's something even nastier. We'll just save here. And here we go. Everyone! The angels. Look out! Those angels and monsters? Real old man, this is your freaking test. Brace yourselves. They're coming.
敵接近注意してください。
任せてくれ。
さてとそこ。
俺の番だな。
行きます。
Alright. Battle scope.
それ。
行くぞ。やっはよし。
And we'll do that on them.
ライジング。
Yes!
はい。
Item. Battle scope.
それ。任せて。
Nice.
聖なる女神の光となりて。天より来たれ。
Heal everybody.
任せろ。こいつはどうだ。クリムゾンゲイル。マジかよ。
Oh. I see.
任せてくれ。
行きます。 さてと。
That's... Reviving bomb here.
行きます。 エニグマ起動。
行くぞ。 エニグマ駆動。
そこ。
それ。まだやれる。
Move over there.
マジかよ。まだやれる。
And we do that again.
駆動。
なんとかしないと。
Reviving bomb here.
サイン。や。負けるか。
Do it again.
駆動。
ダメダメです。
Do another reviving
助か
bomb.
りました。
まだまだだ。エニグマ駆動。それ。
負けられない。エニグマなんとかしないと。エニグマ駆動。
負けるか。エニグマ駆動。
や
サイン。や。 マジかよ。みんな。
Dang it. I'm gonna reload. I'm sick. The hell just happened? I'm a little upset. One moment, people. Having some technical issues. That shouldn't. It's fine. That shouldn't be doing what it's doing. Why is everything going to hell? Alright, let's open the gate. Let's fight the angels again.
速攻で蹴りをつける。それ。俺の番だな。これで決める。
私の番ね。
Sunset. Heal him. Analyze.
分析を開始します。入手しました。
負けるか。エディア。
まずいな。
You're a bum.
俺の番だな。こいつはどうだ。マジかよ。
そこだ。
ピンチです。それ。負けられない。
Heal everybody.
助かりました。
よし。やりや。
行きます。
There we go. Right over there.
俺の番だな。
We'll go over here. And we'll just Chaos Sprint on this one.
はい。エニグマ駆動。
You go over there.
行くぜ。エニグマ駆動。
俺の番だな。エニグマ
や
駆動。
That's Chaos Sprint.
それ。
さてと。ドライブ開始。
チャンスだ。
Cancel the team rush. Do that move again.
行くぜ。エニグマ駆動。
それ。
任せてくれ。
さてと。
That's Do that. Hey, you got it. Nice. And we got 2 Zoran powders out of it. Those weren't your normal monsters. Are those springs and gears? Dolls, I presume. Dolls? What kind of dolls have you been playing with? Looks like you 4 aren't entirely useless then. Sir? Wipe away the shock. I'm Jog, owner of the Rosenberg Doll Studio. You 4 are the brats of the CPD Special Support Section, I presume. Yes, sir. Did Ren tell you about us? No, I didn't need to hear it from her. Maybe a recluse, but that kind of information gets around. Still not too keen about handing this over to Imelda, but a promise is a promise. Here. Thank you, sir. I was not expecting you to hand it over this quickly, considering your objection earlier. Every doll has its own destiny. Could be this doll has to pass through the hands of a boorish broker before it finds itself where it truly belongs. It's the same with people. Each and every one of our destinies rest in the hands of the goddess. Wise words. They do make a bit more sense when you phrase it like that. Wait just a second. What was the deal with those angels and monsters you had us fight? Does this mean that Ren is really part of that society? Detective Bannings. Do you really have the time to be worrying about things like that? Huh? I'm a humble doll maker. Nothing more, nothing less. You are attempting to confront the many illnesses plaguing this land. However, you will find it impossible to find a cure for all of them. And despite all that, I hear that you intend to gaze into the bottomless abyss. The same goes for Ren. Her destiny is not directly entwined with yours. Before you worry yourself with Ren, isn't there someone else who should be taking priority? Ah, you mean Kia, right? Lloyd found her in a suitcase that was meant to contain one of your dolls, but it appears you already know that, sir. If you know something about Kido, now's the time to spill the beans. Did you forget what I just told you? Every doll has its own destiny. It's quite possible that through some strange twist of fate, life took root in one of my creations and it became human. Come again? What are you even trying to say? To be clear, no dolls with her characteristics have ever been crafted by these hands of mine, as far as I can recall. The entire incident was likely someone appropriating the Rosenberg name. That was in bad taste, sir. So you really don't know anything about Kia? At the very least, I am not aware of how she became involved in that auction. I assume neither is Ren. Ah, well then. And here I was hoping that you'd have some kind of clue for us. That reminds me, is Ren in sight? No, she just left actually. She's quite the fickle child. You'd be wasting your time to try and catch her here. Wait, I have no more to say to you four. Go on, take that doll to Imelda. And tell her to deposit the mirror in the usual account. The Society of Ouroboros, huh? Don't know if that old man is part of it. One thing's for sure, those guys are anything but normal. I am curious about those dolls. Even the Epstein Foundation is incapable of creating things of that nature. And Liberal's ZCF has only just begun their research into them. Rosenberg Studio is becoming more and more mysterious with every visit. This might be too much for us to handle at this point in time. think you might be right there. Well, we still have a job to do. Let's take this doll back to the antique shop. I'm sure Imelda is waiting for us. Sounds good. Okay, let's head back. Let's just take the bus. It's easier. We'll first drop off the one thing. Do that one quest here. We're back, Mr. Quint. Faster than I expected. Did you get the flowers? Yes, please check to make sure that we got the right ones. These are the ones, alright. Your efforts are much appreciated, Special Support Section. Just doing our job, sir. And getting all those flowers took way more work than I was expecting. Even tallies had run out. What are the odds of that? Well, we still managed. Sir, may I ask you something? What is it? It's not particularly common to gather these three specific flowers except for funerals nowadays. What exactly do you need them for? You're right that there's no funeral at the moment. Well, since you helped me pick them, come with me and we'll go place them together. You'll get your answer afterwards. What is he talking about? Beats me. Guess we'll see when we get there. Here lies Saya McLean. 24. McLean? Could this be Arios' real wife? On to the next one. Here lies... something. This one's seen better days. Can't even make out whose name's on it. Perhaps the gravekeeper knows? Here's the last one. Here lies Guy Bannings. 26. 25. Is this who I think it is? Lloyd's older brother. The reason I asked you to gather those three flowers is pretty simple. I wanted to give them to Guy Bannings and to the families of those that were precious to him. It's only natural to want to show respect to one's closest friends, right? So, did you know Guy Bannings? That's right. I doubt I could forget him even if I tried. Back when he was alive, he often came to visit me in my cabin. We'd share drinks and stories till the sun rose. I don't have any family left, you see, so I can't tell you how many times his company saved this old man. I had no idea. I'm starting to understand the nature of this support request. When it came to time for his funeral, I felt like I was torn to shreds. Your name was Lloyd, right? So you must be Guy's younger brother. You know who I am? I remember first catching a glimpse of you at your brother's funeral. Then once I saw that picture of you on the Crossbell Times 4 months ago, it jogged my memory. Your faces aren't anything alike, but I'm starting to see the resemblance. I don't think I'm anywhere near him yet when it comes to being a detective, though. Lloyd. Actually, there's another reason why I submitted such an annoying job to the SSS. I needed to ascertain firsthand whether you four, Guy's successors, had grown any. And, did we make the grade? Well, you finished the job, so that's something. However, you're still rough around the edges. Damn, bit harsh, don't you think? Oh, that said, I think the Special Support Section has a bright future ahead. There's a chance you'll all catch up to, or maybe even overtake Guy one day. When that happens, come back here and pay me a visit. We'll share some drinks, the same as I did with Guy. Alright, looking forward to it. Your older little brother lives on through a lot of people, doesn't he? I agree. Through me as well. Catching up to a guy that talented ain't the easiest thing in the world. It's gonna take quite a while, I bet. Honestly, that goal might end up being a bigger barrier than taking down the Mafia or Crossbell's corruption, you know? Yeah, you said it. And I will surpass him someday. I have to. Looks like I've talked your ears off. Time to head back inside. Thanks to you, I was able to pay my respects to my dear friends. Can't thank you enough for that. Something else ever comes up, I'll make sure to contact you again. We'll be waiting. Goodbye, sir. Yay! We've almost done all the side quests. Now let's go visit Imelda. Melda is... Is that trunk what I think it is? That's right. Jurg agreed to leave it with us. Would you like to confirm its contents? Hehehe, sweet Adios, it really is that nuts new doll. Cannot fathom how you convinced him, but bravo. I'm not sure if we convinced him or if he was just impressed by our raw stubbornness. Either way, it is a marvelous doll, isn't it? I've seen some before at a friend's place, but each one is truly a masterpiece. The craftsmanship takes one's breath away. We could just do it. I am inclined to agree. They are remarkable. I was expecting it to be about the same size as Kia, though. That sweet little girl you bought before, eh? There are Rosenberg dolls that are about her height, yes. Jurg seldom makes them, though, so you never see them on the market. That's also why they're said to fetch such outrageous prices at the auction. Perhaps older dolls were more her size. For example, I remember Belle's being a similar height. Oh, really? I have a question, Imelda. Are you aware of the other dolls Rosenberg Studio has made? Other dolls? Whatever do you mean? How about giant dolls that can move on their own? Ring any bells? Specifically one that looks like an angel, and another with a big face. Oh, are you perhaps talking about the automata? If anything, I'd say those are actually his specialty. I've heard the movements have become even more precise since he started incorporating orbal technology in them. You know about them. And you didn't? Even Arc-en-Ciel uses them on stage from time to time. I believe the soldier with the spear in their latest production was an automaton. What? You mean the one that was twirling its spear around like it was nothing? I never would have guessed. Not in a million years. Well, surprise! Your troop sent an entire order for a complex stage props too. Everything from the lighting apparatus to the water control to the wire flying system was entirely Jurg's handiwork. I suppose it's still far from being public knowledge though. Well, my mind's blown. I will admit that I thought the stage was incorporating impressive tech. But does that mean those angels and monsters function similarly? Who's to say? That old coot's full of mysteries. Not to mention stubborn to the bone, and hates just about everyone he meets. But as long as he puts out a new product every so often and lets me dip in on the profit, I don't have any complaints. At any rate, you certainly didn't disappoint, theories. You'll be the first on my list to call if I ever need a hand again. Ha, if you insist. Well then, if you'll excuse us. Yay. Let's go turn in all those quests that we did.
はい、こちらクロスベル警察です。それでは報告を承りますね。はい、お疲れ様でした。ランクアップですね。おめでとうございます。
Yay, we got the Striga P. Flowers for fallen friends. Yay. Getting a new doll.
クラスサード、ロイドさん、やりましたね。特典の品もすぐにそちらにお届けしますね。お疲れ様でした。
Yay. Just gotta do that one. No, it's screwing up for me as well, Graken. Also, hi Graken. How are you? Not sure why it's screwing up. Does it keep coming up with error code 2000? Um. So, let's see. Yep. I figured. Maybe I'm gonna try it myself. Uh, Clearing the cache apparently will help. Um, and if that doesn't work, it also says try it out in another browser. Or I'd have to download a browser. Extensions. I don't have any extensions. I'm not turning off the VPN, which I don't have. My internet connection is fine because everything else is working. So hopefully it's more stable now. Fingers crossed. Maybe if I turn off high speed mode as well. Nope. Do that. Do that. Good. I don't know why it's misbehaving. I'm gonna check it out on my other computer. Fortunately, it doesn't have audio. But it should. Let's see if it works on my other computer. Please don't screw up. Please don't screw up. Yeah. Fingers crossed. Oh, nope. Why are you not working properly? It might be Streamlabs that's screwing up on my end. Um, why is it not doing what I want? I think it's a Streamlabs thing, actually. Because it keeps freezing. Hold on. Give me a moment, people. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try and fix problem. I'll be ending the stream quickly for a second, and I'll come right back to it. Why are you... Now I should be back. Fingers crossed. Everything all good now? Everything all... Everybody's still here? Any crashes? Hopefully, it should be fine. Oh, I'll take the bus. I have no idea why. Kate, what are you doing here? I believe it is rare for uniformed members of the CPD to be assigned duties that take them outside the city. I was just escorting some people here. See, there's a few members of Hayway covering a certain SL hospital, and since some of the 2nd Division detectives wanted to question them, I was put in charge of driving them here with one of the police cars. I don't think the department knows how bad of a driver I am, though. Gotcha. What matters is... Mother... Why? Everything should be fine. My internet connection is fine. Why is it not being fine? Stupid computer. Stupid internet. Stupid Twitch. Yeah, internet connection's fine. I don't know why it's being so stupid. Alright. Um, can't do the playback issue. Alright, that's fine, that's okay. I'm gonna turn off low latency. See if that helps. Oh. I need to find something better than fucking Streamlabs. Say this with love. Streamlabs is awful now. For some stupid reason. And I don't know why. Because it's apparently fine for everyone else. Just not for me. Hmm. What to do? What to do? Um, Come on. Think. Keep that open. Let's see. What matters is that you made it.
さてと、ユアヒム先生の時間が空いているか確かめないとな。
Fingers crossed.
まずは受付に行きましょう。
また釣りとかに行ってなきゃいいんだが。
ありそうですね。
Okay, looks like so far it's got some stability.
あら皆さん、セシルさんにご用ですか？
いえ、
Please don't crash on me, please.
実はまたユアヒム先生に相談したいことがありまして。
Why is it? Alright.
お
I'm
時間がも
gonna.
らえないか。
お安いご用です。ああ、ヨアヒム先生、いらっしゃいましたか？
I'm gonna see about fixing it in a minute.
先生にご来客ですけど、今お時間は。都合が悪い。何か診察や研究でも。はあ、わかりました。釣りに行くおつもりですね。ダメです。勤務時間中はきちんと仕事をしてください。
相変わらずみたいだな。
Alright. I think
普段は
I'm
とても
gonna
優秀な医師みたいですけど。
see what I can. I'm gonna end the stream when I can save it.
支援課のロイドさんたちです。
And then I'm gonna see about fixing the problem.
はいはい。ではこのまま研究室にお通ししますね。
I'll see if doing a hard reset of the computer will fix it.
ヨアヒム先生がお会いになるす。どうぞ研究棟の方へ。
どうも。
お手数をかけちまったみてえだな。
Just take it nice and slow. So far, so good. But it's only been 2 minutes.
失礼します。
ようこそ。よく訪ねてきてくれたね。
Dr. Günther.
突然お邪魔してすみません。
なんだかご趣味の邪魔をしてしまったようで。
いやー、午後のこの時間はノーブルカルプを釣り上げる絶好の時間帯なんだけど、
Poor guy.
でも来客ならば仕方ない。
The doctor wants to go fishing, but he can't go fishing.
君たちを逆恨みする気なんてこれっぽっちもないさ。うん。
なんだか思いっきり恨まれてるような気が。
筋金入りの釣りバカみてえだな。
Fishing nuts through and through.
まあ軽い闇はこれくらいにして。今日は一体どうしたんだい？てっきりキーヤ君を連れて相談に来たと思ったんだが。
いえ、実は別件なんです。
Yes.
その相変わらずキーヤの記憶は戻っていないんですけど。
そうか。個人的には一度検査入院をしてもらった方がいいと思うが。
その本人にもそれとなく勧めているんですが、その気になれないみたいで。すみません、問題を先送りにしていますね。
Yeah.
まあ焦らずにゆっくりと考えるといい。それで別件というのは僕の専門に関わる話かい？
ええ、まさにそうなんです。こちらの薬をご覧になっていただけますか？
ほう。
Yes. We're investigating the drugs now.
なんだこの青色は。着色料にしては様子が。
この錠剤はとある人物が持っていたものなんですが、俺たちは違法性のある薬物ではないかと睨んでいます。
なるほど。詳しい話を聞かせてもらおうじゃないか。なるほど。そんなことになっているのか。
Yay. I think we're good.
それでヨアヒム先生、
Let's just hope it holds out for another 3 hours. Oh no, today's Wednesday. 2 hours.
この青い錠剤について何かご存知ではありませんか？どこかで開発された新薬とか。
残念ながら見たことのないタイプの薬だ。僕は専門から各国にある製薬会社と付き合いがあってね。開発された新薬のサンプルは大抵回してもらっているんだが、こんな色の錠剤は見たことがない。
そうですか。
しかも聞く限りにおいて効能についても尋常ではない。筋力、集中力、反射神経、そして判断力と直感力、それら全てを高めるというのは。
まだマフィアたちがこの薬を服用していたかどうかは確かではないんですが、
実際確認できてんのはあの行員だけだしな。
イアン先生から聞いた話もまだ噂の域を出ていませんね。
いずれにせよ得体の知れない薬物であるのは確かなようだね。わかった。3錠ほど預からせてもらうよ。早速成分調査をしてみよう。
ありがとうございます。その成分を突き止めるのにどのくらいかかりそうですか？
薬の現物もあるし、症状などの手がかりもある。今日中には主成分くらいは突き止められると思うが、逆にそれで突き止められなければ結構長引くかもしれないな。
そうですか。
まあ明日の午後くらいに通信で連絡させてもらうよ。それで構わないかな？
それで結構です。どうかよろしくお願いします。
これで一安心ね。そういえば副作用や中毒症状の可能性はどうなんでしょうか？
それも調べてみないと何とも言えないんだが、念のためその行員の関係者には何かあったらこちらに相談するよう伝えておいてもらえるかな。他の服用者が見つかったら同じ手配をしておいてほしい。
承知しました。
やれやれ、どんだけ出回ってることやら。
Yeah.
街でそれっぽい噂もちらほら聞いたくらいだし。
Nice. Yeah.
さすがにルバーチェに連絡するのは無理そうですが。
Yay.
本当に構成員が服用していたら副作用などが心配ですね。
確かに。先生。
やはり副作用の危険が。
ああ、いや、そうじゃないんだ。ふと前に聞いた噂を思い出してしまってね。
前に聞いた噂？
どんな噂っすか？
参ったな。改めて説明するほどの話でもないと思うんだが、
Now we get the
数年前、製薬業界の方面で奇妙な噂が流れたことがあったんだ。とある狂信的な宗教団体が不思議な薬を作り出したとね。
狂信的な宗教団体？
Yep.
七曜教会の異端的な一派ということでしょうか。
The Demiurgus, therefore Gnosis cult.
いやいや、そんな生優しい連中じゃなかったらしいよ。何でもエイドスの存在を否定し、悪魔を崇拝する、そんな教団だったらしい。
The cult that pissed off everybody.
悪魔を崇拝？
なんかいきなりうさんくさい話になったな。
確かに僕も突拍子もない話だと思ったが、ただその薬の効能というのがちょっと気になってね。何でも悪魔の力を借りることで人間の潜在能力を開花させ、運すら呼び込むものだったらしい。
それって。
This would make a really interesting.
今回の薬物の症状と同じ。
ヨアヒム先生、その薬の名前は。
ああ、なんだったかな。そうそう、思い出した。グノーシス。そんな風に噂されていたかな。
Gnosis.
グノーシス。
Gnosis.
なんだかとても思わせぶりな名前ですね。
まあ、あまりに荒唐無稽だからすぐに消えた噂話だったけどね。ただ去年リベールの異変で奇妙な組織が暗躍していたという噂話もあっただろう。今更ながら気になってね。
Oh, probably not.
エステルたちが言っていた結社のことか。
Because Ouroboros do worship Adios.
悪魔崇拝の教団、何か関係があるのかしら。
Which is amusing.
いずれにせよ、青い錠剤の正体を突き止めるため同業者には当たってみるつもりだ。ついでにその噂についても何か続報がないか確かめてみるよ。
お願いします。
悪魔の力を借りる薬ね。
And there they go.
なんだか最後に奇妙な話を聞いたけど、とりあえず薬の成分調査は先生に任せておけばよさそうだな。
ええ、そろそろ夕方だし、クロスベル市に戻りましょう。一課からの捜査報告書が届いているかもしれないわ。
やれやれ、今夜は書類とにらめっこになりそうだな。
Yeah, paperwork is the best. I love paperwork. Oh, hello everyone. Thank you so much for yesterday. It was nothing. Besides, we got something out of it too. Someone looks happy. Me? Well, I get to go to visit the city tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. And Father told me that he would be able to take a break from work. That busy geezer managed to get a day off from the guild? Huh? I'm so happy for you, Shizuku. Now you can give him the present you made yesterday. That's my plan. Oh, and if it's okay with you, would you mind if I came and played with Kia? Of course you can. You're always free to stop by. We have work to do, but the Chief and Kia should be at the SSS building. I can already picture Kia's smiling face when you arrive. Thank you. I'll make sure to dress up when I leave tomorrow then. Yay. Where's the seal? That's the linen room. that Cecile? Yes, it is. After Michael took his medicine, he was out like a light. I do worry about how suddenly these coughing fits of his keep setting in, but I'm thankful he hasn't given into this sickness. His parents' letters and Shizuku's support must go a long way. Still, if only he would have the surgery. Aw, poor kid. Wonder if the detectives are still here. No, they most definitely have gone.
さてと、もう夕方だし、バスでとっとと帰るとすっか。
Yes.
そうだな。
こういう時にやっぱりバスはありがたいわね。
ティオ。
なんだ、ティオスケ。さっきから妙に静かだな。
別に。ティオちゃん、夕日で分かりにくいけど、あなた顔が真っ青よ。
ね。
問題ありません。少し気分が優れない。
おいおい、問題ないじゃねえだろ。
Feeling on That's true.
とにかくどこか休めるところでも。
You're right outside of a hospital.
ティオ。
すぐに医者か看護師を呼んでくる。
ああ、頼む。
Hurry. Here we go.
よかったわね。
Oh, it's
た
just
だの貧
anemia.
血で。しばらくしたらすぐに目を覚ますと思うわ。
Need some iron in your bones.
そっか。
よかった。
はあ、どうなることかと思ったぜ。
でもごめんなさい。私のベッドを使わせて。ちょうど病棟の方に空いている個室がなくて。
いや、
That's
助かったよ。
not good.
ここの方がティオも落ち着けるかもしれないし。
A hospital at capacity is probably a very bad sign.
セシルさん、ありがとうございました。気にしないで。今夜は私も夜勤があるし、なんだったらこのまま朝まで寝てもらっても構わないから。それじゃあ私は失礼するわね。
Hello. How are we doing today?
あ、うん。お疲れ様。
How are we doing today? I'll just call you Willow. Willow. Doing swell? Wonderful. I like that. Doing swell is very good. I'm doing good too. I made brownies for breakfast and they turned out excellent for the first time I've ever made brownies.
あざーす。お疲れ様でした。
Wells is good. Brownies are extra good. Absolutely, my friend. Somehow I pulled them out before they got overcooked. And yeah, they were made almost perfect. The only change I made to the recipe was because I didn't have any vanilla essence, I instead used peppermint. And definitely changes it. Very pepperminty. Smells amazing though. Tastes even better. It's like peppermint brownies.
もう少し早く気づければ。
考えてみれば、ヨアヒム先生の話を聞いている最中くらいから様子がおかしかったものね。それも確か
悪魔を崇拝する連中が作ったっていう薬の話か。
いいですよ。何を聞いてくれても。
Peppermint is good. I like peppermint too.
ティオ。
Now we got
Okay.
Tio's tragic backstory. Where are you up to now in Trails from Zero, by the way?
よかった。
because we're really close to the end game stuff.
おったく心配かけやがって。
はあ、あまり気を使わないでください。薬物捜査に携わる人間として皆さんは聞く必要がある。私の知っている情報を。
あのな、ティオ。
Tio's tragic backstory.
俺たちがティオの気の進まない話をわざわざ聞こうとすると思うのか？
もちろん捜査も大事だけど、それとこれとは話が全く別よ。私たちにとってあなたは同じ仕事に携わる同僚だけど、
Yeah.
それ以前に何よりも代え難い仲間だと思っている。
Ellie is sweet.
他人には秘めておきたいそいつならではの事情はあるさ。
Like Randy has his backstory. And his one's pretty bad.
俺の過去についてはちょいとばかりバレちまった。
Honestly, Lloyd probably has the least tragic backstory of the four of them. No, not Lloyd. Ellie. Ellie has the least tragic backstory of the four.
ティオスケ、お前がそれを知られたくねえってんなら、
Because we don't even hear about Lloyd's parents.
俺らは全力でお前に協力するさ。
エリーさん、ランディさん。
そういうことだ。でも、もしティオが俺たちに話したいんだったら、話すことで少しでも気持ちを軽くできるんだったら、その重荷はぜひ受け持たせてほしい。
Happy
ロイドさん。
Lloyd.
よくそんなに恥ずかしいセリフを言えます
You're
ね。
right.
ロイドさんだけでなく、エリーさんもランディ
What's
さんも
really funny about the party is both girls have a healing craft. Or two.
お二人とも
Ellie
ロイドさんに
has
影響されてるんじゃない
the
で
S
すか。
craft and the regular craft, and Tio has a healing craft too. Lloyd's cheesiness.
そうかもな。
うん、確かに否定はできないわね。
否定してくれよ。
ロイドさんには前に少し
Oh, yeah,
話しましたが、
It's a really good heal ability. I use Ellie's S craft in emergencies.
私は5歳の頃、両親と離れ離れになりました。
Tragic backstory time. Woo woo, let's go. It's not a Trails game without a tragic backstory.
とある狂信的な宗教団体に拉致
A cult of religious fanatics.
そいつは
And this particular cult of religious fanatics was attacked and destroyed by every organization in the entire continent.
その教団の真の
They
教義
even
の目
hunted
的は
down themselves.
今でもわからないそうですが、ただ彼らはエイドスを否定し、悪魔を崇拝することで何かを得ようとしていました。私を含めた他の子供たちはその供物だったんだと思います。
Hold on. Oh. Oops. That was hidden. I only just noticed that. Oh, there we go.
供物。
供物といっても生贄とかじゃありません。そんな目にあった子も
Backstory time! Backstory time!
その教団はいくつものロッジを持ち、
Yep.
ロッジごとにさまざまな方法での儀式を試みていたようでした。
And all of them located in Calvard. Just about.
そして私が連れて行かれたロッジで行われていたのは
Almost all of the lodges were located in Calvard. That much I know about the organization.
儀式という名の人体実験でした。人体実験。
ひょっとしてお前の感能力のことか。
はい。
And Ren went to quite possibly an even worse lodge of the cult.
薬物を投与され、全身にセンサーをつけられ、
Dealt in
考えつく限りのやり方で五感を高める試みが行われました。さらには強制的な暗示と精神的な負荷をかけることで霊感のようなものまで高められ、3年間それが毎日のように続きました。
she was rescued when she was 8.
そんな。
Randy is angry.
それでも私は幸運な方だったかもしれません。私以外の子は全員が耐えきれませんでした。一人また一人と周りから子供がいなくなって、ついに一人になった頃、私分厚い岩壁の向こうで他の子たちが挙げた最後の悲鳴を聞き取れるくらいの感応力を。
Oh, Tio.
ティオち
ゲドウどもが。
Randy is angry. He's that calm angry.
ゃん、そんな時でした。私のいたロッジにロイドさんのお兄さんが
Yep. Lots of
ガ
people
イさんを含
break
めたチ
into
ー
many
ムは
lodges.
教団の信者たちを無力化しながらロッジを制圧していきました。抵抗は激しく、制圧された途端自決する者がほとんどだったそうです。そうした屍を踏み越えながら儀式の間にたどり着いて、カイさんはただ一人の生き残った子供を発見しました。ガイさんに保護された時、私は衰弱しきっていました。
Poor Tio.
そしてこの病院に連れてこられ、数ヶ月の間療養して、
Yay.
そこから先は以前ロイドさんに話した通りです。
そうか。
ティオちゃん、皮肉なものですね。あれだけお世話になって感謝していた人だったのに、3年前ガイさんが亡くなったことを聞かされた時、まる
Aw.
で手に入れた力と引き換えに人間らしい感情を失ったような、 そんな不思議な考えすらありました。
But they're not.
ティオ。
多分私は聞きたかったんだと思います。眩しいくらいに前向きで力強かったあの人に
Wow. That almost sounds like Estelle. Strong and possibly optimistic person. That's Estelle.
私のような欠けた存在がどうでも結局その答えは聞けずエプスタイン財団に引き取られて
Yay.
そして支援課に来て皆さんと一緒に暮らしていて
Indeed.
やっぱり今でもよくわからないんです。どう生きたらいいのか。どうして私が生きているのか。
Why is she here? That's a good question. Why are any of us here?
ティオちゃん。
For hugs.
いいじゃない。わからなくったって。そんなのは私たちだってあなたと同じなんだから。
なぜ生きてるのか、どう生きればいいのか、そんなのが分かってる人間なんて、
Yeah.
そうそういるもんじゃないさ。
I should also probably find a recipe to
エリー
lead
も
up
ラ
for
ンディ
dinner
も
tonight.
誰だって同
I
じ
think
さ
I。know what I want to make.
あ俺なんざ特に自分の道を見失った口だが、それでもティオスケ、
Yeah.
お前真面目すぎるんだよ。そんな難しい問題を急いで解いてどうするんだ。
If anybody figures out what they want to do with their life, let me know. I think I know what I want to do with my life. I want to stream. I want to play games for a wonderful audience for now and forever.
それでも気になるなら答えを探し続ければいい。ただ焦る必要はないし、一人で探す必要だってないんだ。俺たちが一緒に探すからさ。
もちろん私もよ。ランディだって課長だってキンヤちゃんやザイトだってみんな力になってくれるわ。
One thing that I've learned about the Trails games is anyone who is every single character who does things on their own eventually fails, but those who have support and friends will always succeed.
あなたがその難しい
Except for
問題の答え
Ouroboros,
を見
but
つけら
even
れるわ。
Ouroboros worked together and still succeeded in their goals. That too.
エリーさんもランディさんもロイドさんに感化されたみたいに
Oh, Tio.
本当に聞いてるこちらが恥ずかしくなってきてしまいます。どうしてそんな。
Poor Tio.
ま、
But
そ
they're
れも
happy
巡り
Tios.
合わせだろう。支援家を選んじまった時点で俺たちは同じ誰かさんの被害者だ。
They're just not sparing Lloyd at all.
そうね。そういう恥ずかしい思いも分かち合ってもらわないとね。
なんで俺が加害者になってるのかわからないけど、ま、分かち合うってのは俺も賛成だよ。恥ずかしい思いだけじゃなく、辛い思いや苦
Do
しい思い
share、everything.
それからもちろん嬉しい思いや楽しい思いも、
Yay!
それが仲間ってもんだろ。
もう恥ずかしくて暑苦しくてでもなんだか悪くない気分です。
I love the writing in this series. So good. After their heartfelt talk, the SSS took the bus back to Crossbell City. When they returned to the SSS building and put an exhausted Tio in bed, Lloyd, Ellie, and Randy decided to have one more talk with Chief Sergei. Aww. Girl.
そうか。その名前が出てきたか。グノーシス。
And Sergei
課長
is
教えてください。
angry.
6年前に兄が関わったというティオを拉致した教団について。
Here we go.
当然課長はご存知なんですよね。
最初っからティオスケの事情を知ってるような感じだったしな。
俺が知ってるのは当然だ。
He was part of the team that took
当
him
時
down.
ガイと共に教団のロッジの一つを制圧した当事者だったからな。
そうだったんですか。
And Arios was involved as
それ
well.
じゃあ課長は兄貴の。
直接の上司だった。当時から俺はちょいとはみ出し気味でな。ある時、規格外の新人を2人も押し付けられちまったんだ。そのうちの1人がお前の兄貴だ。直情的で無鉄砲だったが、奴は優秀な捜査官だったよ。い
Yeah.
い意味でもう一人の新人と好対照な組み合わせだった。
Yay.
もう一人の新人の方というのは
Arios McLean.
ひょっとしてあの一家のダドリーとか。
いや、奴は生粋の一家上がりの男だ。俺が受け持ったもう一人の規格外の新人。それはアリオス・マクレインだ。
あの人元は警察の。
Yes,
数
he
年
was.
前に警察を辞め、遊撃士に転向しちまったがな。警察が遊撃士協会に微妙な距離感を持っている理由の一つでもあると言えるだろう。
なんとまあ。
兄貴とアリオスさんが同期の新人同士だったなんて。
年齢はアリオスの方が2つばかり年上だったがな。
Much like Randy.
すでに結婚して娘も生まれたばかりのアリオスはとにかく生真面目すぎる男だった。一方ガイは奔放で無鉄砲でとにかく前向きなバカ野郎だった。そんな2人だからこそ逆に馬があったんだろうな。わずか2年足らずであいつらはクロスベル警察最強の若手コンビと言われるようになった。
Yep.
確かにその二人なら最強という言葉もわかりますね。
ああ、正直俺も誇らしかったもんだ。そんなすごい部下どもを育てる絶好の機会に恵まれたんだからな。
Yeah.
そうして俺たちの班は華々しい実績を打ち立てていき、ついには一家に代わって国際的な犯罪事件の合同捜査を任されることになった。
It's an international case.
国際的な犯罪事件。
The biggest collaboration of every power in Zemuria.
ひょっとしてそいつが。
ああ、例の教団だ。
One of the only times Calvard and Erebernia decided, you know what, we should work together on this.
DG 教団。それが連中の正式名称らしい。
D, therefore G. Hold on. Let me just fix up. It's the light. There we go.
DG 教団。
D therefore
そ
G.
の点々点ってのは何なんだよ。
それは何々ゆえにを意味する数学的な記号だけど、
Yes.
D ゆえに G というのは何を意味してるんでしょう。
未だそれは不明だが、そのうちの G に関しては何とか突き止められている。 G すなわちグノーシスだ。
G stands for Gnosis.
ヨアヒム先生が言っていた悪魔の力を得る薬。
そうつながんのかよ。
事件が終結して6年余り。
6 years.
多くの謎を残した宗教団体だが、一つ確かに言えることが
They're
あ
a
る。
bad group.
それはここ数十年で最悪の組織犯罪を引き起こした最低の連中だったってことだ。各地で拉致した子供たちを何十人と犠牲にしやがったな。
昨日イアン先生が言っていた
DG 教団。奴らはゼムリア大陸の各地で10以上のロッジを持っていた。そしてそれぞれのロッジでさまざまな形での儀式を繰り返した。おぞましい悪魔召喚的なもの、アーティファクトを利用したもの、そして人体実験的なもの、
Mm-hmm.
そしてそれらの儀式の時に必ず使用されていたのがグノーシスという名の正体不明の薬物だったという。
その衝撃的すぎる話ですね。
それで事件はどんな風に解決されたんすか。
A certain young bracer.
ああ、
Not even young.
昨日も言ったが、
Cassius.
被害が各国に広がっていたことから
Arios.
国際的な捜査体制が設立された。
Person.
各国の軍、警察、ギルド関係者が一堂に会する中、
Yeah, they pissed off everybody.
ある高名な遊撃士の指揮により各地のロッジを一斉検挙、制圧する大規模な作戦が実行された。
This was the operation that made Cassius S ranked.
そして俺たち3名は共和国最西端アルタイル市の郊外にあるロッジの制圧を担当し、ガイは当時8歳だったティオ・プラトーを保護した。ティオは衰弱しきっていたがまだマシな方だったのかもしれん。それ以外の子供たちが全員助からなかったというのもあるが、
Yeah.
他のロッジで試みられていたおぞましい儀式に比べたらまだマシな扱われ方だったからだ。
Paradise for one.
なんでそんな連中が存在を許されてるんだ。
吐き気がしてきたわ。
クロスベルにおける犯罪とはちょいと次元が違いすぎるな。
まあな。ただいずれにせよ6年前のその作戦をもって教団は完全に叩き潰された。
Cult was completely wiped off the map.
信者たちは全員自決するか精神に破綻をきたして衰弱死した。
Hmm.
残党もいたって話だが、教会や例の結社とやらが動いて密かに殲滅したっていう噂もある。
Yeah.
DG 教団の悪夢は完全に終わったはずだった。
ですがこの青い錠剤、
That's bad.
これがその教団が使っていたグノーシスである可能性が出てきたというわけですね。
現時点では憶測の範囲だが、もしそれが本当なら6年前の悪夢が 別の形で引き起こされるかもしれん。それもマフィア同士の抗争を巻き込むような形でな。
最悪すぎんだろ。
それが本当なら絶対に見過ごせません。
ああ、もちろんだ。
Yes.
ロイド、3年前お前の兄貴をやった犯人は未だに見つかっていない。
And I can't say who it is
はい。
because I've already played through Trails to Azure a long time ago.
手がかりが少なすぎて迷宮入りになってしまったとか。
ああ、一家に移ってから奴はもっぱら単独で捜査をしてたって話だからな。大国の諜報機関ルバージュ、それともしくはどこぞの両兵団やテロリストなんてのも考えられた。だがそれ以外にも俺の頭をかすめた可能性があった。
教団の残党ですね。
ああ、今となってはその可能性も現実味を帯びてきた。その意味では俺にとっては元部下の弔い合戦になるだろう。お前らには悪いが、この先は俺も出しゃばらせてもらうぞ。
課長。
悪いどころかすごく助かりますけど。
つうか、まるで今まであえて放任してたような口ぶりっすね。
どうだかな。ただまあ、この特務支援課はもともとはガイのアイデアを参考に設立したってのは確かだ。
Yeah.
そうなんですか。
ギルドの評判に対抗するため設立された部署だったのでは。
そいつは上層部を納得させるための口実だ。生前ガイのやつが俺に語っていた言葉がある。今のクロスベルに必要なのは壁を乗り越える力だ。若いもんが失敗してもいいから力を合わせて前に進める場所、それが警察には必要なんじゃないかってな。
兄貴が。
やれやれ、とんだ熱血兄貴だな。
Yeah, guy had a way with words.
もしかしてティオちゃんが支援課に来たのも。
あ
あ、ガイの意志が息づく場所にいたかったんだろう。本人からはっきりと聞いたわけじゃないがな。
そうか、そうだったのか。兄貴のことはともかく、今はこの薬の被害を食い止めることが先決です。
Yes.
それとキーヤですが、例の教団と何らかの関わりがあるかもしれません。
そいつはありそうだな。記憶喪失の原因が薬物って話もあったし。
ああ、俺もそう睨み始めている。
ですから課長、動くのは俺たちに任せて、課長はここでキーヤを守ってやってくれませんか。一家との連携もありますし、俺たちには指令役が必要なんです。
ほう、
確かに。
They're gonna have to make Sergei do
誰
work.
かが支援課に詰めとく必要はありそうだな。
すみません。せっかくの申し出なのに生意気なことを言ってしまって。
いや、いいだろう、引き受けた。ただし今まで通りわざわざ俺から指示は与えん。相談にはいくらでも乗るし、各方面と連絡も取ってやるが、お前たち自身が判断して今回の事件を解決してみせろ。どうだ、やれるか。
はい、
了解しました。
Do it.
明日から鬼のように忙しくなりそうだぜ。
Let's do it. Next day, 8 in the morning.
ティオ、本当に大丈夫か。なんだったら課長やキーヤと一緒に支援課で待機してくれても。
心配ご無用です。早めに休ませてもらいましたし、普段より調子がいいくらいです。
そうか。
Yeah, good night's rest will do a lot for you.
顔色も良さそうだな。しかしキーヤがいきなり一緒に寝るとか言い出した時はびっくりしたけど。
なんかそうしたいって思ったから。ねえねえティオ、ぐっすり眠れた？ええ、それはもちろん。おそらく絶好調なのはキーヤ分を大量に補給したのが最大の理由かもしれませんね。よかった。
なるほどな。
確かにキーヤちゃんは最高の特効薬になりそうね。
ああ、そうだな。ナーティオ、一つだけ約束してくれ。昨日みたいなことがあったらすぐに俺たちに言ってくれ。自分一人で溜め込んで無理をするのだけはダメだ。酷な言い方だけど、戦闘の時に倒れられたら明日。
はい、肝に銘じます。私も支援家の一員、同じ仲間でありたいですから。だから私の苦しみも辛さもどうか分かち合ってください。
ティオちゃん。
お安いご用だぜ。
ああ、喜んで分かち合わせてもらうよ。
確かにこりゃおっさんの出る幕はねえな。
But you guys have got work to
確か
do.
午前中は薬物を使用した疑いのある市民の聞き込みだったな。
ええ、一家の資料も参考に改めて確認してみようかと。それと忙しくなりそうなので今のうちに他の支援要請なども片付けておくつもりです。
そうですね。このタイミングを逃したら市外に出る余裕はなさそうですし。
しかし住宅街の証券マンにサーベル・バイパーのパシリ、それにアルカンシェルの新米キャストか。
どれも昨日の時点で少し様子が変だった人たちね。
Yep.
時間があるならイアン先生の事務所にも行った方がいいだろう。先生から聞いた2人のうち証券マンは一家の資料にあったのと同一人物のようだが、貿易会社の経営者ってのはまだマークされていないようだ。
そうですね。法律事務所にも行ってみます。あとは午後あたりにユアヒム先生が成分調査の結果を連絡してくれるはずですけど。
A lot of things to do today.
はい、特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
ロイド君、私だ。マインツのビクセンだ。
ああ、町長さん、ちょうどよかった。ガンツさんの様子はどうですか？
それがそのガンツのやつがまたいなくなってしまったんだ。
Where did he go?
詳しい話を聞かせてもらえますか？
あの後夜遅くにガンツが目を覚ましたんだが、意識が朦朧としているようでそのまま寝かせてしまったんだ。念のため私も部屋に泊まって明日の朝君たちにも話を聞いてもらうつもりだったが、朝目を覚ましたら。
なるほど。ホテルやカジノに問い合わせは？
一応したが誰も見た者はいないみたいで。ロイド君、どうしたらいいと思う？
町長の方はホテルに待機してください。ひょっとしたらガンツさんが戻ってくるかもしれません。
Yeah.
こちらは聞き込みに出るので彼のことも気に留めておきます。何かあったらまた連絡してください。
わかった。よろしく頼む。
ガンツさんがいなくなってしまったの？
Yep.
が今朝ホテルから抜け出してしまったらしい。自分から消えてしまったのか。
やはり他の人たちの様子も確認する必要がありそうですね。
ああ、妙に嫌な予感がしやがるぜ。
どうやら思ってた以上に事態の進行が早いかもしれんな。 こちらのことは心配するな。とっとと確かめてくるといい。
はい。
いってらっしゃい。
Aww. Thanks, Site. Thank you, Kia. Alright, we got 4 new requests. Yeah, we still gotta do that one, but we can't do that until we get all the recipes. Yeah, first... Yeah, we don't need any new stuff. Hey there, sweeties. You sure do seem a bit frazzled. Could it be there was some big development with that whole Mafia fiasco? No, it's actually got something else. Oh, you don't say. It must be the missing people that have got you run so ragged then. Wait, the guild already knows about that? But of course. In fact, Argus is out personally investigating the matter as we speak. But if this is something all of you are looking into too, then I'm starting to think it's even more serious than we first thought. Might have been a little too naive of us to assume that it was only 1 or 2 people who have gone missing. Yeah, I know what you mean. We would like to partake in an exchange of information if possible. We'd absolutely love that. You sure it's okay though? Is sharing info with the guild something the SSS is cleared to do? True, we are going off of leads handed to us by the 1st Division. Dudley would blow a gasket if he found out we leaked intel to the Bracer Guild. Well, once you've come to a decision, you're welcome back here at any time. I'll sort through any new info Arius finds when he returns. Where is everybody? Arius is patrolling the city, Scott and Winshill Bellegarde, Lynn and Aeolia downtown, Estelle and Joshua probably at Arkansas. Equipment, other, Mishi plush toy. Scott and Winslow went to check on Bellegarde Gate. They got eyewitness report claiming that the Mafia had been on the premises. Why would the Mafia go to a CGF post? There's actually been quite a few eyewitness reports leading up to this. Been hearing a ton of rumors that the CGF commander is in cahoots with the Mafia. Yeah, word on the street is he's being bribed. Man, I never really liked the guy to begin with. Well, investigation of Bellegarde Gate shouldn't be a big deal, but since that big raid just went down, we got to track down some evidence just in case. My daughter's longing for one of those, what's it called, dolls. You guys free right now? Could you keep her company for me? Been too busy with work, so she's just been bored out of her mind. Maybe some other time. Guess business must be going pretty well for him. Hey, wanna buy something? Might even throw in some free goodies if you're regular. Here you go, 1 free bullet for you. Is it really alright for a child to be doing this? Mishi... dolls... Mishi plush toys... No. No. Oh. Huh, there are no guards. Duly noted. I think they're hiding inside. Either way, we'd be better off keeping our distance for now. Alright, doesn't look like there's any useful information to gain over there. Went into the wrong spot. Ah. That's right. It's at the casino. Exchange. Trade. Yay. Wait. And nothing else we can get from here. Alright. Head back to downtown. Back to Namvali. Back alley, Dr. Fort Glen, Chapter 14, Finale. It's the final chapter, my friends. Glen. A month later, in a private room at Ameria General Hospital's children's ward, the sound of a violin drifted out from Hugo's room. Both his hands had reverted to their former tender softness and their natural hue had been restored. Not a trace of the unnatural green luster remained. However, sensation had not quite yet returned to Hugo's fingertips, making the task of deftly wielding a violin bow difficult for even one of Hugo's natural talent. Despite this, he simply could not wait any longer to return to his beloved music after being deprived of it for so long. His parents were visiting that day, and he tried to play an advanced song at his usual level for them, but the only sounds the violin gave off were a series of shrill screeches. His parents, forced smiles on their faces, encouraged him, but Hugo didn't seem to mind one bit. A genius such as myself needs to try some avant-garde pieces every once in a while, he said with a cheeky grin, causing his parents to laugh. He could play the violin once again. That was more than enough for him, and he couldn't help but be ecstatic for that fact alone. He continued to play his strange, experimental piece, and the three of them laughed together. The sounds of the small concert drifted up to Glen as he stood on the rooftop and looked down at the city once more. He had been stopping by the hospital every so often to observe Hugo's post-operation recovery. After finishing his regular medical examination, he had taken a liking to going up to the rooftop. He'd lean on the railing, gaze down at the city streets, and feel the breeze on his face. The sights from the roof seemed different to him now, the sights and sounds a little more warm and inviting. He still preferred the familiarity of the dingy streets he'd become accustomed to, but this part of the city was nice in its own way. On this particular day, Rufus and Sherry had joined him on the roof. "Glen, are you listening?" Rufus questioned him. He and several others at the hospital had spent the last month trying to recruit Glen. "Don't you think it would be best for everyone if you worked here?" There had been an especially strong push to hire Glen from the medical specialists that had seen his surgical skills firsthand. They considered it a regrettable waste for a man of his obvious skill to live in obscurity in the downtown district. "You invented an entirely new surgical procedure to reverse crystallization," Rufus told him as they gazed down at the city streets. "You could make a name for yourself here, as a respectable doctor." However, just like every time prior, Glen's answer was a stubborn no. "There are many people that come to my clinic downtown," he explained. "They depend on me, and I don't intend to leave them now. I might just be some back alley doctor, but I'm their back alley doctor, you know," Glen said with a grin. "I see. A pity then," Rufus replied, a small smile flickering across his face. Sherry checked her watch and let out a small gasp. "Ah, Doctor, isn't it almost time for your rounds?" Rufus nodded and turned to leave, but looked back at Glen before he left. "Then continue living as a back alley doctor," he said. "Just be sure you can proudly tell Katerina when next you see her that the path you chose was one you don't regret." With this, Rufus left. Such a harsh type of encouragement from his old friend brought an annoyed smirk to Glen's face. "I don't need you to tell me that," he muttered. Glen and Sherry were left alone on the rooftop. There was an awkward silence between the two, made all the more apparent by the occasional screeches of Hugo's violin drifting out of his window. The silence continued until Glen, unable to bear it any further, wordlessly turned and began heading to the exit. Before he could make his escape, however, Sherry left out a soft that stopped him in his tracks. "Dr. Glen, I wanted to thank you so much for everything you've done," she said. "I feel like I finally understand why my sister chose you. After a decade of being repaid with a gun to his back, hearing such a formal, heartfelt thanks coming from the same direction threw Glen off for a bit." No, there's no need for that, he responded. His voice was softer, more sincere than normal. Because of you, I was able to understand what happened with Katarina. So, I guess I'm the one who should be thanking you. Sherry was surprised by the sudden shift in attitude compared to Glenn's normal wry deflections. Now that I think about it, she said, they told me you didn't take payment for the surgery, Doctor. In recognition of his miraculous surgery, the hospital had offered him a payment of Mira. Though there were laws that restricted the amount they could give him, it was still an incredible sum of Mira to the average person. Glenn had turned it down, however, telling them to spend it on Hugo's post-op expenses. Well, I don't want to accept their chump change, said Glenn, quickly returning to his usual demeanour. But I guess, once that brat's well enough to get on stage again, I'll have him send me free tickets to all his concerts. The thought of the infamous back alley Dr. Glenn attending a fancy violin concert brought a smile to Sherry's face. Doctor, do you remember when I first visited you? Sherry asked. I said this wasn't a job from the hospital, it was a personal request. So if you aren't interested in the hospital's payment, her voice lowered to a soft purr, perhaps I could pay you personally. What? Suddenly flustered, Glenn turned around, only to find Sherry standing there giggling, a mischievous smile on her face. Glenn, beet red and a tiny bit miffed at being the victim of such a prank, turned and quickly retreated from the hospital. Sherry, now alone on the rooftop, leaned down to the railing where Glenn had been. She looked up at the sky cheerfully. He's a wonderful person, Katarina, she whispered, as a soft breeze floated by and a few harmonious notes from a violin drifted up to her ears. She almost felt like she could hear her sister laughing. The end. Ah, a happy ending. To a really good story, actually. You looking for Wuzzy? He's not here right now. He's nowhere to be found. You want to run that by me again? Because if I remember correctly, I ordered you to bring him to me. Need your ears cleaned or something? Yeah, about that. Apparently, Dino never made it home. Then start looking for him, you dumbass. Sure thing, boss. Dino? Is he the one that's on the... Is he the one that's on the First Division's list? I don't know, but it sounds like he might be missing too. You guys out of your goddamn minds. Don't think you can just hang around here. The hell is going on? I don't fully grasp the situation, but it seems Dino is really is missing. Yeah, and they all seem pretty distraught over it too. Hey, you guys got a moment to chat? Wuzzy! What are you doing here, Wuzzy? I'm curious to see how the Vipers are doing. I heard the newest member went missing this morning. Can't say that I'm that surprised, given what happened before. Hey, you know something we don't? More or less. But why don't we relocate first? You're all welcome to join me at Trinity. I'd be more than happy to tell you what I know, as long as you're willing to hear me out. Well, is this the only person we can rely on for more information regarding the Saber Vipers right now? Indeed. We don't have any clear details other than something odd having happened. Alright. Let's actually trigger the quest for Guillaume. Ah, you're all here. Hello, Mr. Guillaume. We saw your report request. Mind telling us the details? Yeah, there, Mr. Fixer-Upper. Appreciate the help as always, old man. Dio, it's been too long. How have you been doing? Are you still in good health? I did not realize you would be here, Chief. Additionally, it has only been a short period of time since you last saw me. Tio's relationship with Chief Roberts seems awfully complicated, doesn't it? Now, apologies if we barged into the middle of your conversation. Are we interrupting you? We don't mind returning at a more convenient time if that's the case. No, there's no need to go worrying about that. In fact, Roberts here was actually the one who brought the request up in the first place. Huh, Guillaume? I could have sworn I begged you to keep quiet about... Stare. It's not what you think, Theo, I swear. I promise there's nothing suspicious about this at all. We've got a bit of a complex situation on our hands. Complex situation? How so? I imagine it's related to the request. Mind filling us in on the details? Right, I'll tell you everything. This request actually concerns the Foundation. I believe you're aware that the Foundation has been collecting TO's combat data for the Orbital staff tests in Crossbell, correct? We've been using TO's data as a reference to continuously improve the Orbital staff's potency and efficiency. And as a result of this data collection, we believe we've discovered a new way to unlock new features on the staff. What exactly does unlocking a new function entail? You're telling us that Teotod's going to get some kind of sweet new ability? The function is for the staff, not me, Randy. Many complex functions already lay dormant within the staff's code. However, there are no programs available that will allow me to safely utilize them. There is a strong possibility that a new program has already been in development. At least, I believe this to be the purpose of the request. Well, what kind of function is it? To keep it simple, it's related to a new craft. We've developed a new program that, once installed, will unlock a new skill with incredible power output. We've already checked out the materials list too. This staff's going to become one heck of a beast. Unfortunately though, we can't activate the new function in the current staff without putting Tio in harm's way. We're going to need to improve the handle so she can get a better grip on it. Oh, wow. I don't really get it, but it sounds incredible. So will Tio be able to use this new function if upgrades are made to the staff? She sure will. Just a teensy bit of a problem though. The shipment carrying the program and required parts has been delayed. Because of a still a mistake on their end, we're going to have to wait another week. In fact, this is what the request is related to. If things continue the way they have, then it'll inconvenience Tio as well. We couldn't stand here and wait, so we wanted to give Tio a helping hand. Ah, so that's why the request was called Orbital Staff Enhancement, eh? It all makes sense now. While a week-long delay is unfortunate, I am not particularly irritated by it. I am interested in testing out the new function as soon as possible though. After all, I am partly responsible for writing the program. If Tio's combat prowess can increase after the upgrade, it'd be a great help with our investigations. But, Chief Roberts, are you implying there's something you can do about the delayed shipment? Is there some alternative? Glad you asked, Lloyd. As a matter of fact, there is. Thanks to the documents we received earlier, we were able to reconstruct the program needed for the upgrade on our end. All that's left is to procure the materials required for the attachments to the Orbital staff, and that's where I come in. As you all know, repairs and mods are my forte. After looking over those documents, I can say the parts are yours once I've got the materials. Ah, I see what you're saying. If we gather the materials for you, well, you'll be able to finish up this project. There goes. Why don't we pitch in and help for Tio's sake? Yes, I was thinking the same thing. No argument here. Are you sure? This may slow down our investigation. No, we're just gathering some materials. It's no biggie, Teotot. I could do that in my sleep by now. I agree with Randy. Much like Lloyd said, increasing your combat prowess is sure to make our investigations go more smoothly. Yeah, there's really no reason not to do this. What do you think, Tio? It's an acceptable idea. I will be relying on your assistance. Sounds like a plan. Which materials are necessary to apply the modifications? It's a special material called T-material. I heard it might be difficult to find it in Crossbell. That's so. Well, we'll search for it anyway. And by the way, only one of them. We only need one of them. So good luck on your search. Please speak with Guillaume once you've gathered one. We'll proceed with our own preparations to modify the Orbital staff in the meantime. Thank you, Chief. I will be relying on you. Shall we go then? Yeah, let's go track this bad boy down. I skipped all that. Alright, let's go to the Harbour District. What do I do? Grace ditched me to go straight to the source of it for information. Wait, seriously? Has she gone into Heilei's office? Nod. Cut me some slack, Grace. I can't possibly keep up. There's something I can help you with. Nah, we're okay. Grace really is on a completely different level from the rest of us to barge in there like she did. Alright, grab another U material that we don't need. Hey everyone, did you hear the news about Crossbell Airport? No, would you mind filling us in? The 1st Division mobilised the entire force of a short while ago. Apparently they placed a temporary lockdown on the entire airport. What? What's the situation? Well, it seems a gag order was put in place, so they won't tell us anything. I was about to ask you all about it, but I guess you're just as out of the loop as I am. We're not ones to receive important information usually. I wonder what's going on. Maybe we can squeeze something out of Detective Dudley later. We should focus on investigating the missing people for now. Okay, Shizuku, which flavors do you want to try? My treat, so go ahead and order whatever's calling out to you. Oh no, you don't have to pay for me. You're already nice enough to take me around while Father's busy, so... Oh, don't think of it as a favour. We love hanging out with you, so we would have done this no matter what. You're not going to pick anything, then I'll just order my favourites, okay? Excuse me, miss. I'll take 3. 1 caramel crunch, 1 strawberry cheesecake, and 1 rum raisin. I hope you're ready for some delicious ice cream. Sorry about that, Shizuku. I still can be pretty pushy at times. Nah, that's not it. I'm just so happy. What's Shizuku doing with Estelle and Joshua? It'd be rude to interrupt them. Indeed. Where's Arios gone though? I would have expected him to be accompanying her. Oh, the special support section. Perfect timing. Has something happened, sir? Actually, if you could, please keep what I'm about to tell you a secret. We discovered that one of our artists went missing this morning. I'm pretty sure we've mentioned him before. His name's Nikolai. Anyway, he apparently never showed up at home yesterday. We were told his family's searching for him, but they haven't had any luck yet. I reached out to all of my contacts, but no one has seen him anyway. Nikolai? Is he not the man who was behaving oddly? Yeah, that's him. He was timid and would make all sorts of mistakes, but right after the anniversary festival, he started to demonstrate incredible talent. You say talent, but could you be a little more specific, sir? Well, his physical prowess skyrocketed. He improved to the point where he could handle most passionate scenes with ease. It was strange, though. It almost seemed as if he was possessed by someone or something. It really didn't seem like it was Nikolai performing at all. Honestly, I got the impression he was delirious. It seemed like a completely different person. Well, seems like we got our answer. And he disappeared too, just like the others. Mr. Irvan, would you mind leaving this case with the special support section? We might be able to find him. Truly? We would greatly appreciate your assistance. That's probably our best bet. We can rest easy with Lloyd and crew on the case. Besides, we'll be busy enough rearranging today's program. Whoa, hold your horses. You seriously still plan on doing today's performance? Yes, we're just in the middle of discussing it. Even if Nikolai doesn't return in time, we can't just cancel the show. It must go on. We'll likely have to rearrange the roles, either way. We'll manage. Arkansas simply won't walk off the stage because of a setback. We'll have to take some time to adjust the roles, script, and even the scenes. However, we can always delay the start of the show. We just want to make it happen, that's all. I am amazed by the tenacity you apply to your craft. And isn't that the truth? We shouldn't have expected otherwise from them. Alright then, best of luck with your show. If you could, keep an eye on the dressing rooms and auditorium. Nikolai may come back later. And if you do spot him, contact the SSS immediately. Of course. I'm sorry everyone. If I had just been more careful, this never would have happened. Please find Nikolai, Lloyd. Don't worry, we will. We better hurry, Lloyd. You're right. We need to check on the others as soon as we can. If you're looking for Gantz, I regret to inform you that he is absent today. I suspect that he feels ashamed to come back after yesterday's incident. And that's not quite what the problem is. He's just going through some stuff. Hey Drake, do us a solid and give us a ring if he shows his face around here, will ya? Got some unfinished business with him. Understood. Has he gotten himself into trouble? And then we talk to Sanita. According to the First Division's data, this should be the house. I see a familiar face. Oh, what am I to do? I know this is hard, Creel, but you have to calm down. Take a breath. As things stand, you really need to go find some help. Is that you, Mrs. Hayworth? Oh, the Special Support Section. Oh, thank Adios you're here. See, something dreadful has happened, and we were just about to seek some help. Is it regarding the owner of this house? I believe he's a stockbroker, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, you're right, he is. When I woke up this morning, my husband was nowhere to be found. I tried looking around the neighborhood with Sophia, but we had no luck. Is that so? I'm sorry to ask this, but has your husband been acting strange recently? Now that you mention it, he has. My daughter had noticed it some time ago. Huh. Figures. Why do you have to go poof in the middle of the night? Gonna be a real pain in the ass to find witnesses. Yeah, looks like it. At any rate, let's add him to the list of missing people. You seem to be well acquainted with this family, Mrs. Hayworth. The CPD is conducting a search for Bond, but it may take some time for us to find him. Would you be willing to stay with the family for a little while longer? Yes, gladly. My husband should be back from work soon anyway. Thank you. We'll leave them to you then. Ah. That's nice. Let's talk with Grimwood. Harold. Maybe we should contact the authorities again. But if we are proven wrong, this could end up disastrous for him. I say we confirm our suspicions first. You're probably right. Oh, hello there. Special support session. Yeah, I think Adios may be shining down on us today. They might be just what we need to put an end to this matter. Indeed, they have impeccable timing. Excuse me, but what exactly are you talking about? Something happened, you two? Well, it's actually about the owner of the trading company I mentioned yesterday. Not a single person has been able to get in contact with him since this morning. Really? It would appear so. You see, I'm actually acquaintance with the Rosero Trade Company's owner. When I checked in on things, he was neither at home nor did his employees know where he could be. So I was just asking Ian whether or not we should involve the police. It does sound concerning. Do you think he has vanished? I'm sorry, Mr. Hayworth. With the current state of things, it will likely take quite some time for the police to respond. With that in mind, would you be open to us handling this case? I'm sure we can get it cleared with the department. I see. I would be more open to that if you're all willing to help. Of course, it may take some time, but you can count on us. Also, Mr. Grimwood, if you find any leads on the missing people, could you forward them to the chief? Yes, I can do that. Be careful, everyone. Will do, sir. We should probably hurry on this one. Great. Let's not try to take any more unnecessary detours. Alright, let's head to Tangram Gate. And let's talk to Deputy Commander Bales. Should be in her office. Oh, hello everyone. If you were looking for the Sergeant Major, she's out delivering the Moon Temple investigation report to the Cathedral. Oh, so the church ended up agreeing to assist the CGF? You sure that's smart? Didn't exactly get permission from the commander. Yes, well, he rejected our second request to investigate Stargazer's tower as well. In his eyes, any and all incidents of that nature should be left to the Archbishop. So, that's how things stand. Maybe it's because the commander hasn't seen the situation for himself, or... I think you're giving him too much credit. He probably just believes that he's more trouble than it is worth. I'm sure it's a little of both. Anyway, the Septian Church and the Tangram Gate unit will proceed to jointly investigate this incident. And it's thanks to your assistance that we were able to reach this stage. As always, you have my thanks. Alright. Back to Crossbell. We came here and did what we needed to. Then we head to Main's Mountain Path. To the Cathedral. And that sums up our investigation report regarding the ruins. A bell that summons fiends. I can hardly believe something like that was sitting here in the ruins all this time. It's highly likely that the bell you saw is indeed an artifact. Thank you for your report. Set. Oh, hello everyone. I just handed Archbishop Eralda at the report on our investigation of the main temple. I hope his feedback as a member of the church will help us make a bit more headway in figuring out just what happened here. Just what happened there. Alrighty. Let's do the monster extermination quests. Okay, we can't do that yet. Alright, let's go to the main temple first. Easier if I take the bus to the bus stop. Go into the tunnel. All we have to do is avoid unnecessary conflicts. Up through here. There it is. Beholder looking.
手強いぞ。気をつけろ。任せてくれ。
Alright. Craft.
任せてくれ。エディア。
さてと。そこ。
任せろ。
行きます。
Craft.
分析を
Analyze.
開始します。入手しました。
任せてくれ。
Nice.
させるか。
Oh no. Flaring Boa.
甘いってろ。
さてと。
私の番です。ドライブ開
よ
始。
し。
Another attack.
任せろ。
見つかりました。
よし。
Craft.
させるか。
Sunbreak.
や
私の番ね。
Smack. Crafts.
行くわよ。食らいなさい。
俺の番だな。伊藤。
私の番です。
No impedes. door over there.
行くぜ。
And no impede. So what I'll do...
うまい。
Dang it.
俺の番だな。それ。
Yeah, go back up.
私の番です。
Craft. Kira.
エニグマ駆動。
そこだ。
や
よ
あ、
っしゃ。
ありがとう。
Kira.
俺の番だな。
Craft.
俺の番だな。やってや。おうら。ありがとう。
ありがとうさてと。
私の番です。
Uh,
エニグマ駆動。
よし。やってや。
任せろ。
お返しよ。
crap.
任せてくれ。や。
Just keep on bonking. Can't do that yet. Let's...
エニグマ。
や
ありがとう。任せてくれ。さ
はい。ドライブ開始。
あ、よし。
Craft.
俺の番だな。
Craft.
させるか。
俺の番だな。
Crimson
こいつは
Gale.
クリムゾンゲイル。
それ。
Wait,
俺
did
の
that
番
do
だな。
nothing?
行きます。エニグマ駆動。
任せてくれ。やってや。
それ。
ありがとう。
俺の番だな。
よし。
Craft.
させるか。
私の番です。
That's
ド
Tyrol.
ライブ開始。
そこだ。
Got it.
や
サイン。
行くぞ。
Uh,
俺の番だな。
and just keep going.
よし。
There we
畳
go.
みかけるぞ。
We got this.
オッケーです
任せろ。
は
Okay,
い
not enough damage.
さてと。
And
行くぞ。させるか。行くぞ。
no more impedes.
よし。
But we
上
killed
出
it.
来だ。
Yay. Got the new material. Exterminated monster in the main temple. Craft book man. A craft book? Looks pretty beat up. Seems like it's about combining crafts during battle. Mademoiselle and Teotop might get a kick out of trying the stuff in there. Oh, we could probably use this. Want to give it a try, Tio? Yes, we should test it out. Tio and Ellie learned Cold Gehenna. Nice. That's that one done. Next one we'll go to is the Ancient Battlefield. Which means we've got to run all the way to... probably be quicker to head to Means. And then take the bus from there to Crossbelt. And go from Crossbelt to Amorica, and then from Amorica to Ancient Battlefield. Well,
さあ始めましょう。
任せてくれ。エディア。
任せろか。
私の番。よかった。
yay! Gotta get all this. And maybe tomorrow we'll... Yeah, tomorrow's plan, we'll play through this until we've fully finished the game. Where is it? There it is. There we go.
任せてくれ。エディア、
私の番ね。
そこだ。
私の番です。
Craft
分析を開始します。入手しました。
The combat crafts are really good.
そこだ。
任せろ。
Did I remember to scan the other monsters?
よし。さあ、そこだ。
任せて。
Oh man, I love making Lloyd an evasion tank.
俺の番だな。
俺の番だな。
It's really fun once you get him.
そこだ。よし。
I can theoretically. Where is it? Because he's already at like 55 of aid. I've given the endurance pudding.
さてと。
行くぜ。
任せてくれ。そこだ。よし。エディア。
私の番で。
任せろ。マジかよ。
そこだ。任せてくれ。やっ。
さてと。
Craft Cold Gehenna.
お願い、ティオちゃん。
お任せください。
Here we go.
コールドゲヘナ。
Combat crafts are really good.
行くぞ。さあ。そこだ。よし。やりや。
任せて。
It's reviving bomb. I've only used like
そこだ。任せてくれ。
half a dozen reviving bombs.
私の番ね。みんな頑張って。
よっしゃ。
行くぞ。そう。そこだ。
ダメ
俺の番だな。
任せて。
Run over there.
そこだ。
行くぜ。
行くぞ。それ。
助かりました。
There.
なんとかなったわね。
Yay! Ooh, Zeran powder. Craft book Sun. This craft book looks just as old as the last one we found. Looks like how to cover. Looks like it covers how to use a combination craft. Technique described here reminds me of Randy and Tio's combat styles. Oh yeah, it totally does. Might be kinda hard to get the hang of, but want to give it a whirl, Tio Tot? Yes, we should test it. Hack and Storm. And now we can get back out. Running.
データ収集を
俺の番だな。
開始します。
よっしゃ。
さてと。
私の番か。
行くぞ。スピア。
さてとそこ。
はい
行くぜ。
There we go.
ちょろいぜ。
combat. It's just something I need to check. Yes, I did scan. Okay. Now we head to the bus. First, rest at the inn, just so we can be at full health. I haven't got much left to do. Alrighty. Crossbell City. Hessler Road first, and then we're gonna head to Hessler itself. Oh, wait, before I do that, let's quickly hit to Genton. See what I can upgrade that, can upgrade that, can upgrade that. Right, let's get Randy's fully done. St. Ursula to the store here. Exchange for 360. And we buy the wall clock. Back to the SSS quickly. This looks good, right? Yeah, we got all the decorations. Does this look alright? We've collected all the decorations. Everything is good there. Let's see, what have I still got to do? Become first class detective, that's easy enough. Complete all the quests, we've almost done that. Obtain all the recipes, almost done. Collected all the quartz. I don't think I'm going to get that this playthrough. I'm missing just the last Crossbell Times, that's not a hard one. Open every treasure chest, just got to do the final dungeons for those. Create all the dishes, we can do that. Created the strongest weapon. Achieved all the victories. I've done 362 battles. Defeated over 2,000 enemies. Cancelled 100. I've done that 40 times. That's the hardest one, I think, for me. I can't do those yet. I just got to do that. Don't know what that one is. Ah. I'm gonna have the strong bond with Ellie. And we just have to go to Stargazer's Tower, which is like straight ahead. Then down this path. Then we've got to climb up to the top of Stargazer's Tower.
さあ
Oops.
かかってこい。
さてそこです。
任せて。
そこだそこだ
任せろ。
任せてさ
さてはい。
行きまへん。
行くぜ。
行くぞやっと新手か
We got it.
望むところだ
お返しよ。
そこだ
えいや
行くぞやっや
はいた。
任せ。甘いってろ。
行くぞエディ
And there we go.
アよし上出来だ
Yeah, we don't want to get the party above level 35, honestly. So I'm probably going to miss out on some of the monster chests on this playthrough. But next time I play, whenever I decide to play through the series again,
行くぞみんなエディア俺の番と
私のはい。
私の番です。
任せろ。ちょろいぜ。
actually, just want to check the books. Oh, you can't read them. That's unfortunate. No, it's this way.
負けられない
そこ。
よっしゃ。
はいた。
甘いってろ。
行くぞ
えいそこ。
さて
行くぜ。
よしとまだまだいける
And keep climbing up. Up and up. And we're up again. And we keep going this way. Avoid the combats. There we go. Keep going up. There we go.
手強いぞ気をつけろ任せてくれ
Craft.
任せてくれエディア
さてと。
Bonk.
お返しよ。
よっしゃ。
私の番です。分析を開始します。入手しました。
チャンスだよし畳みかけるぞ
私の番ね。
Craft. No. Arts. Okay. Earth.
行きます。
And space work on them.
ドライブ開始
任。せてくれ
We'll do Star Blast.
ロイド。
よっしゃ。
行きます。
Arts.
ドライブ開始。
行くぞやった
負けられない。聖なる
ぶつかりました。
Craft. Let's see what Hackenstone looks like.
行くぜ
了解しました。
オラオラオラオラ
No, that's so cool. Dang it.
私の番ね。エニグマ
私の番です。エニグマクロ
任せてくれ任せてくれやってや
助かりました。
任せてくれそう
それ
さてと
Let's take that.
よしやっと
よっしゃ
Alright. We're gonna do
これ
that.
で決める
任せろ
行きます。そこです。はあ、
Yay, we
これ
got
で
it.
一安心です。
Craftbook Star. This book contains details on combining crafts during battle. If I'm reading this correctly, it resembles Landy and Ellie's fighting styles. Huh, would you look at that? Might take a little bit of practice to use, but how about it, Mademoiselle? Sure, we can give it a try. Riot Star. Yay! You got them all. Then we gotta go talk to Wuzzy. And I think that'll be it for the day. For us. Oh, that'll be it for this stream. The hard part is gonna be doing the upload. I'm gonna have to smush everything together. Oh, we're at. Yay. Now the hard part. Running all the way back. Zoom, 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 zoom. Downtown District to Trinity. You came. Mind telling us what's going on now, Wuzzy? I normally charge you for the info, but this one's on me. It's not like this awful situation doesn't concern us either. You know that new gopher for the Vipers? I think his name was Dino? I think he's been acting pretty strangely as of late. Yeah, I heard rumors. Didn't he try and take on his superior in a fight? There's that. He also challenged Wald to a fight yesterday too. Wait, seriously? Seriously. I didn't get to watch it with my own eyes, but he was supposedly keeping up with Wald in terms of power and speed. Wald finally managed to take him down when he started trying his hardest. After he lost, Dino stormed out of the place. No one's seen him since that morning. Things ain't looking too good. Right, this is becoming quite serious. So, is this all thanks to that fancy new drug? How the... Where did you hear... I thought that might have been the case. I heard some strange rumor about a magical drug that grants you wishes or something. I figured that made for a reasonable culprit. So you baited us with a leading question. Hey pal, try not to run your mouth off about it too much. Don't need any more people knowing. I'll try and keep my lips sealed. For what it's worth, I don't think anybody other than Dano's used that thing around these parts. Still though, who could have given it to him? I'd better be more careful with my guys too. Thanks, Wazzy. We appreciate the help.
まさか全員行方不明になってるなんて。
嫌な予感的中だな。自発的に消えちまったのか、それとも拉致されちまったのか。
現時点では情報が少なすぎて、どちらの可能性も考えられますね。
失踪した5人については氷山の一角かもしれない。クロスベル市全体ではかなりの人数が失踪している可能性が高そうだな。
ええ、一体どれだけの人たちが消えてしまったのか。
どうするロイド。一人一人を探すってのはさすがに難しそうだぜ。
ああ、こちらの手が圧倒的に不足している。
Yep.
こうなると上からの圧力で一家が動けないのが痛いな。
でしたらミカのドノバン警部に相談してみてはどうでしょう。以前手伝った貸しもありますし。
いや、難しいと思う。ダドリー捜査官がわざわざ支援課を頼ってきている以上、ニカにも圧力がかかっているはずだ。
なるほど、確かに。
となると広域防犯課も状況は同じでしょうね。
We can't get a handle on.
警官隊のマンパワーが使えればすごく助かるのだけど。
はい、特務支援課ロイド・バニングスです。
Yeah.
おい、新米ども。
Dudley.
まさか何かしでかしたんじゃないだろうな。
え、もしかしてその声はダドリー捜査官ですか？
もしかしても何もない。お前たちルバーチェに何かちょっかいをかけなかったか？
いえ、別に。現在は薬物捜査の方に専念していますから。あ、何かあったんですか？
あったも何も連中の事務所が何でもない。何もしてないなら構わん。そのまま捜査を続けていろ。
Oh,
ダ
no.
ドリー捜査官から何かあったの？
いや、
Lloyd had told Ellie and the others about his conversation with
な
Dudley.
んだそりゃ。
露骨に怪しいですね。ルバーチェ紹介で何かあったんでしょうか。
可能性は。
これ行ってみるしかねえんじゃねえの
Skip that.
か。
そうね、構想には関わるなって釘は刺されているけど。
失踪者にマフィアが絡んでいるなら大義名分は立つのではないかと。
なあ、ルバーチ紹介に急ごう。
Yes. And then that should be the start of the second last dungeon.
見張りが一人もいないわ。
ああ、昨日見た時は普段より多かったくらいだが。しかし争ったような形跡はねえな。
ああ、もしかしてヘイユへの報復があったのかと思ったけど。
Bum, bum, bum.
ディオ、
どうしたの？
静かすぎます。建物の中から人の気配が感じられないくらいに。正確には一人中にいるようですが、
Single person.
それ以外は全然感じられないというか。
おいおい、どうなってやがるんだ？
中にいる一人というのはダドリーさんの可能性が高いな。よし、念のため中を確かめてみるか。
ええ。
Alright. First things first. I'm going to trade in all the fish I've got. Catfish. Space. Alrighty. Just want to see how much Sepith I've got. Gosh. Alright, I'm gonna just start grinding for fishies here. Wait. Items. Wait. Not recipe. Fishing book. Means abandoned mine. Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna head to mains, go to the fishing spot, then I'm just gonna, on my off time, just grind fishies. I think the fishing spot is over this way, I don't remember. Or not. Oh, it's the abandoned mine. This way.
よらったぜ。
私の番ね。そこ。
はい、そこです。
俺の番。
よし、やろう。
私の番ね。そこ。
あ、さてそこです。
任せてくれ。
There we go.
任せろ。
俺の番だな。これが俺たちの力だ。
Get to the fishing spot. Eventually, I will get to it. It's this way.
バックを取られた。気をつけろ。
任せてくれ。スティア。
私の番。
行きます。えい。
よっしゃ。
任せてくれ。
そこ。
There it is. Alright. Next time. Thank you everyone for joining me for beginning of the end game for Trails from Zero. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves today. Yeah, I will be back on later tonight with Omega Ragnarok. We'll be starting the first Warhammer Vermintide game. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's go raid somebody, shall we? Who do we want to go say hi to? What are they playing? Looks interesting. And what are you playing? You're playing that. Let's have a look at Trails. Okay. Trails in the Sky. Alright. Sky third. Okay. Cold Steel. Ayuden. One of the first games I played. Okay. Oh, they're pretty alien. Awesome. Let's go say hi to them. I don't know who this person is, but it's nice to spread the love. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me for today. I hope you all had a good time. I will be back on later in a few hours with Warhammer End Times Vermintide alongside Omega Ragnarok. Yeah. Socials. If you want to catch up on the VODs and stuff, you can check out, they almost always get uploaded over on YouTube. There's a few games that I don't, but they're far and few between. I also have a Discord server. Everyone is welcome. And you can see the brownies I made there, along with many of the other recipes I make. And you can find my schedule here. You can also find my schedule on the Discord, and also find out when I'm live. Other than that, take care of yourselves, everybody. I'll see you all next time. I will be back with Trails from Zero tomorrow, and we'll be sticking with it until we finish the game. Okay, well, I'll see you next time, my friends. Take care, and all that fun stuff. Bye-bye.